So we are live and direct. We're watching Team England journey over to the island of Ireland. I'm joined today by the Irishman, and I am also joined by Lee to watch this game. Two proud gentlemen of their country. We actually have a Nations League game today too. We are playing against Canada, actually, here in America. So that's going to be an interesting matchup. That's later on today, in about 4 hours, about 4 hours from now. But right now, we have the start of this this highly anticipated matchup, actually. So, how are you doing today, Irishman?
Yeah, pretty good. Just still getting my technical shit sorted, but yeah, I'm good now. I've got everything. I got 3 screens here, so I should be okay.
Okay,
should be all good.
You're good.
Anyway.
Can't hear anything in the background.
No, all good.
No TV, no loud TV.
Nope.
I don't think you guys.
Oh, straight into him. That's it. Well done. Don't give him any time on the ball.
Right. That's right.
Yeah, Declan Rice, Grealish.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure they'll be going out for a few
I can pull up the teams. I have. Excuse me. I do have the lineups. Excuse me. Little fun matchup. Maybe we get maybe Dara might show up for today's broadcast. I know he's a proud Englishman. Likes to talk a little smack. I think
Anthony Gordon getting the start.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Gordon.
That's our Icelandic dentist there, the guy in the grey shirt.
What's that?
And that's our Icelandic dentist there, the guy in the grey shirt, our new manager. So if you need any fill-ins, none at halftime.
Yeah, let me give you the lineups here. In 1 second.
Should be a competitive game anyway.
That's a good ball.
Yeah.
First corner to Ireland. That was out. That was a corner. Yeah, give it. Oh, there's trouble already. It's already kicked off.
There you go.
That's a harsh. Yeah. There was no need for that.
You're right. That should have been a corner, I thought.
Oh, we got the corner, but it should have been a foul the way he shoved him out over the line. The way he went in hard, but he came back to him. I think someone's getting a card.
Oh, yeah, he gave him a little forearm shiver.
Oh, you sent him way into the crowd. Or, well, if the crowd had been there, but there's a bit of a gap. But yeah,
I'm just hitting 2 minutes right now. I think I'm only a few seconds behind you, so I'm that's not a big deal. I'm not sweating it.
I'm on 2:20.
Okay, yeah, I'm 10 seconds behind you, 10, 12 seconds. But that's okay. I'm not really sweating it.
Oh, Jesus, lads.
Trent with the start today too, which was just cool to see.
Yeah, good to see Trent. Yeah. It'll do with confidence, good to get in the side. He wants it, doesn't he? He wants to play, so let him now and then.
Scored that.
Absolutely.
Should have scored that.
Oh, yeah, he's got to score that. He's got to put a better head to that.
I don't think he was fully expert. I think he thought the first guy maybe he was going to get it, but even
yeah.
I think that's Sammy Smodic. I think that might be him.
Okay. Let me bring up.
Oh, that's a bad mistake. Jeez.
I've forgotten. Southgate left, has he? Did he leave? Southgate.
Yeah, he walked. His contract is up.
So that was Lee Carsley, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Is he caretaker boss? Is he or something, Lee Carsley?
Yeah, he's not permanent. I wouldn't be at all surprised if he gets the job permanent. I think you're better off. I think England are better off with a much lower profile manager.
This is the England team: Pickford, Alexander-Arnold, Rice, Maguire, Saka, Kane is the captain of today's team. Grealish, Gordon, Moore, Gay, and Manu is the England squad. Excuse me. And for Ireland, for the hosts, you have Kelleher, Coleman, O'Shea, Doherty, Smallbone, Ida. Is it Ida or Ida?
Ida.
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 Adam Ida.
Ida.
Robbie Brady, Malombi, Agbene, Schmadix. Is that how you say it?
Pretty much.
Sammy. How do you say Sammy's last name?
Yeah, you said as you said it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Schmadix and Nathan Collins.
Yeah, that's the centre half that was at Brentford and Hull, or Brentford and Wolves.
Mm.
Went for big money, 30 million, I think, 25, 30 million. Shite though.
Mm.
Like probably the best player there
would
be maybe best player.
That's an interesting
in
matchup,
team
Brian.
is Coleman.
Gordon
Coleman
trying to use his pace against that left back. Who's number 2? Or the right back, excuse me.
Yeah, Shamey Coleman.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 35 now, Shamey, so he's not going to be able to do that all day.
Yeah. Well, Liverpool's finest right there. Kelleher.
Can't believe Robbie Brady's still playing.
Neither team is looking to back down. They're trying to put a little stamp on this game and showing some physicality.
Oh, yeah, we'll make them play, you see.
Oh, look at
they
that.
don't have much of a choice.
I didn't know John is John Irish? I thought John, that's cool. Big up John Conway, by the way.
I don't think he is.
I know it's like I didn't know if he was from Ireland. That's what I meant. But cool. Either if you're from Ireland or you're from England.
Nice header.
Gordon.
Trent to Kane or Gordon to Kane be pretty easy route to goal for them this afternoon.
Yeah, tell me about that. That's something you don't want to see that get into the habit of happening right there.
Yeah, look, see, Trent puts the ball on his head. Like Gordon messes up the cross. He puts it way over and behind Kane. And he had all the time in the world to think about it. And Trent just had to play a first-time ball, and he put it right on his head. Oh, John is from Ireland. Sorry, John. Sorry about that. I'm very sorry about that.
Yeah. Big up, John.
What county, John?
He's not from the neither one of you are from the county. From the guy, there was a guy in the crowd who was, I guess apparently he was from the North Pole County or something. I was like, why are you wearing a Christmas elf hat? I'm like, what are you doing?
Not?
Why not? Yeah, there you go. Why not? I guess it's better than like stereotypical like leprechaun hat or something stupid like that. Like, you know.
Well, I didn't see him.
Gets on me wick with Jack Grealish is how willing he is to go to ground, like, you know, and just how quickly he's willing to go to ground, like at any time.
Mm-hmm.
He can get.
Grealish loves that. He's from Waterford too, by the way, Brian.
Who is? Oh, John, you're from Waterford. I'm from Waterford as well. I didn't know you're from around here. Oh, I never realized that, John. What part of Waterford? The county or the city? Yeah, this is a decent start. I mean, like the crowd are loving this. Don't get me wrong. This is a lovely day.
Yes, we're going
off. You know, the atmosphere is going to be pretty good there. So even if we're not we don't expect to win this. And R.I.P. Ron Yates. Yeah, Ron Yates passed. We were only talking about him last night, Lee, and Ron Yates passed away there this morning or last night.
Yeah. Excuse me.
What was he, 86? Yeah.
He had a good innings. Yeah, he was a fair old age. But out of all of the, like, there aren't a lot of them guys left now. Like,
oh no, don't do it now. Look, you see, you're giving out back relish, and look what he does now. Starts being all silky and stuff. Oh, well, that worked out well.
John's from the city, by the way, too, Brian.
Yeah, that's cool.
I've always wondered if Jack Grealish is related to Tony Grealish, the ex-Brighton player, because I had him in my sticker album when I was a kid. Tony Grealish for Brighton. He had a bit like a blonde beard and a smiley face. Is all I can remember of him, and short, like fair to gingery hair with like a gingery blonde beard. This Tony Grealish. Could be. Remember Dean Sturridge, who was Sturridge's uncle. Dean Sturridge was brilliant, dead small, dead fast. Yeah, good finisher for Derby. Yeah, I like Dean Sturridge.
Yeah, a little ball of energy kind of type players.
I got some fun trivia for us too, if you guys want. I did a England and Ireland
Come on.
trivia.
Come on, finish it. Oh, Jesus. Oh, lads, that was a show. Come on. Don't let it die. Oh, well done. Well done. Unlucky fucking Pickford. That was... Look at me wagging his finger again.
Just one time that rebound, though.
Oh, that's a great pass.
Ooh.
An awful finish.
Yeah, the way it landed to him. If Pickford's save kind of came out to him a bit heavy, but maybe hit it first time.
Well, it wasn't easy. I'm not saying it was easy, but it was still like
I know, it's just a wake. Oh no, here we go again now. Oh, Jesus Christ. For God's sake. Had to be him, didn't it? Yeah, don't celebrate. Come on. Listen, you might want to turn on the bleepers here for a few minutes. Fuck this guy.
Bad miss from Gordon. All of our fans were saying, like, we should get him. Bloody look at this for a miss, man. I'm watching the replay now. He didn't even put it like... Mate, that was the worst attempted finish ever from that position. Not either side of the keeper, not through his legs. It was just like hand. Attempted finish from Gordon.
He's one of those players that could have played for Ireland, right? Declan?
Yeah, Grealish and Rice could have, yeah. Lots of Rices in Liverpool.
What, Declan Rice?
There.
Yeah.
Have you been living under a rock? I mean, that's the fact that he's playing for England instead of Ireland is... I mean, have you not been listening to me in Dara's conversations?
Oh, no, I haven't actually.
Like Declan Rice. No, I mean, the thing, like, that's all anyone talks about is Rice.
Yeah,
The fact that that's a famous thing. That's why he's not celebrating. Like, he's...
Yeah, I know that.
James McLean has been putting up the quotes all week.
Yeah.
All the quotes about all the stuff that Rice said when he was playing for Ireland about how he's a proud Irishman and all of this stuff, wearing the Irish kit. Like, he's been having great fun with him. I mean, like, he's off now, like, and then he put up the same quote he said about two quotes from Rice, one about being a proud Irishman, and then the next one about being a proud Englishman. He was like, I don't know about him, but you can't be both.
Ooh,
you know, he's hanging him out to dry.
Oh, come on.
So
must be schizophrenic or something, mustn't he?
Yeah, like the thing about him is, like, it's not that they could play for Ireland or they qualified for Ireland or, you know, they played one game for Ireland. Like, Declan Rice even played senior games. It's only because it was a friendly. He's not capped. So he played. They went all the way up to the youth ranks. They went, like, they didn't play with England under us, especially Declan Rice. And then he switched England at the last minute, which is what makes it so controversial. Let's just put it that way. And then he's saying that he's not going to, and then he's doing the whole, oh no, I'm not going to celebrate thing. I mean, dude, celebrate. The fact that you're not celebrating now means absolutely fuck all.
Yeah.
Go and celebrate. You put on the England kit, go and celebrate for him. Don't pretend you have something about not, you know, you respect Ireland. If you respected Ireland,
do you feel the same way when you have people like join other teams and they do the same thing, like, you know, if it's a club, meaning the club team, Do you feel like if they shouldn't celebrate, or you just don't care?
This is an Ireland England thing.
I'm just asking if that. Yeah, I'm just asking.
No, this is the level.
I know it's deeper. I know it's definitely more.
No, I don't give a shit. I don't give. I mean, if you were Trent and you signed for Man United and you kissed the Man United badge, I don't know. Like, you just made a dickhead of yourself, basically. As far as
I mean, Sterling's already kissing. He's already kissing the Gunner badge.
Let him go. Exactly. It means nothing. If I'm an Arsenal fan, I'm going. Although actually, I think Sterling might actually be an Arsenal fan. There is that. I think he actually is it because he's born in Wembley. So I wouldn't be surprised if he actually is an Arsenal fan.
You'd be a good chance, wouldn't there?
Yeah, like if you're going around kissing other people's badges as a fan, it means nothing to me if you kiss their badge. If you're not real about it.
Great save by Kelleher there, by the way.
Kiss it all you want, you know. Looks good for the cameras on your Instagram.
Yeah, there's been so many cases of that over the years where players have had a couple of minor games for like a country and then buggers off and play for a different country, like.
Yeah.
But it happens a lot. Like, and you do get some funny sound bites, like you just said about what McLean was posting.
Yeah,
you know,
the abuse McLean has got.
You get it in, like you say, you get it in club football as well. Don't you know? Oh, I'd never play for another club. I love this club, and then 5 minutes later, they're on their bike to a hated rival of the club. Supposedly love. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah,
it's human nature, isn't it? Like, you're going to say one thing 1 minute, and then if your circumstances change,
and I love when people point out that but they're like, but Brian, like they'll have a better chance to win the World Cup with England. It's like, no shit. No one is like saying, why don't they stay here with this? It's just like, we know we're absolutely awful. We know that. We don't take it's not like, oh, is that why they're leaving? Oh, thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, oh really? Yeah, okay. I'd never thought about it like that. And then look at all these trophies they've won. But it is better for their like we always talk about, oh well, he's an England international, so that's another 10 million on his transfer value, or he's just played for England in the Euros, so he's going to be worth more, you know. It's much better for their international profile or their career. But that's all they care about, then fair play.
He even looks a bit older to me. The shot you can just see him there. He looks a little bit older than what I'm used to seeing him. He looks like his age slightly like into, I don't know, what is he now, 24? He looks more like his mid-20s rather than like a teenager with a moustache now.
Who, Quiveen?
Quiveen, yeah.
Oh, he's got to be 25 now, I'd say, yeah.
Yeah.
He's still got that kind of youngish baby face, kind of. He's still, you know, they're looking fresh. But yeah, the mustache, when you're blondie ginger in a certain light, you may as well not have one. So yeah.
Same with me. I can't grow one. I'm 51 and I can't grow one. I can't grow much. I can't grow stubble on my face. I get a crappy bit there under my chin, but like none comes on my face or under my nose. Like, maybe I'm part Cherokee or something, like.
Part Viking, part Cherokee. Typical.
Yeah.
You can't molest me. I'm a Cherokee. That Callum is spot on there. That Trent pass, like the Gordon miss before the Rice goal, like the pass from Trent. Oh, right down the middle with a bit of curve on it, like a 6-iron, just right into his path. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Pirlo-esque.
Oh, I hated Lee Carsley for Everton because him and Gravison were a pair of workhorses, a pair of bald-headed workhorses that used to get on my nerves, like, you know, making it tough for Liverpool in derbies, Carsley and Gravison with their bald-headed, prodigious work rate. But he's a guy, like.
Gravison somehow gets a move to Real Madrid.
Real Madrid.
That was crazy. Absolutely crazy. That famous photograph of Di Stefano when Gravison is being signed, and Di Stefano was just looking at him. I said, who the hell is this guy? He always looks a bit confused at the best of times, but see, they don't have to do anything now. They can just pass it around.
Yep.
Is there much interest in this in Liverpool in generally? If you went into, like, say, just the average pub in Liverpool this afternoon, would there be a passing interest, or would it be everybody crammed in watching it?
A passing interest. It depends where you go and who the people are. You know what I mean? Obviously, with there being a lot of Irish people, a lot of people like don't support England. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the pub, but a lot of people do as well. There's more people who do than don't, I would say. But a big deal gets made out of the fact that some Scousers don't support England. You know what I mean? And it gets attached to everybody. Then, you know what I mean? Like, I get it online all the time. Some people say to me, "Oh, you Scousers don't support it." And then we said, "Why don't the Scousers support England in Euros?" I said, "Maybe because Liverpool is a city in England. Have you ever thought of that idea?" I didn't get it.
Yeah.
It was funny to I like shutting people up with one answer, like, you know what I mean? So maybe because it's in England. Have you thought of that idea?
Yeah. There definitely is that kind of idea that all Scousers hate England. Instead, obviously they don't. Like, you see lots of flags up at England. You know, they always write where they're from on their England flag.
Lots of posher Scousers who are like big time, like English and that, like, you know what I mean? Well off Scousers, like middle class ones and that.
Yeah, the working class is probably more likely to be Irish or some kind of immigrant kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Harry Maguire. Look at him. They're just letting Harry Maguire run like half the length of the pitch and just standing off him. I mean, I know it's probably not the worst idea, but like you were saying, Gordon is getting a lot of well, he's happy to run a Coleman, put it that way.
I mean, I do think Grealish is a decent player. It was just the ridiculous price tag with Grealish, 100 billion. It was so over the top, you know what I mean, for what he is as a player. But he is a good player, you know, there's no doubt about it. He's a talented player. He could definitely be better though. Like, I don't think he's come on as well as what he should have done playing in that team. And I know he doesn't play all the time as well, like, but I thought he would have come on more than he has, developed more than he has.
It's kind of weird, like the Aston Villa fans, they'll tell you, like, they don't recognise the player that's at City. Just that's not the way he played for them. Guardiola's just totally neutered him. Yeah. You could see that thing, like he'd run 10 yards, get a foul, pick it up, run 10 yards, get a foul. He was almost like carrying them up the pitch and then just taking a foul to give them a break and then setting them up again. It was really predictable what he was doing. But Smallbone that's not the most it's an unfortunate surname, really, isn't it? Smallbone.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have thought of it as being Irish, like, in a million years. Smallbone, I would have thought it was English. Just sounds it to me. Smallbone.
Yeah, it is. There's John O'Shea there. Waterford legend, John O'Shea.
Yeah, it is an unfortunate name slightly, isn't it? He's Southampton, isn't he, Smallbone? But he was.
Yeah, most of our lads are kind of championship level now, to be honest.
That golden era for Ireland. I mean, you might have a return to that, like, if the squad, you know, you never know what's going to happen in the future, do you, with players coming through? But it does seem a long way off now, doesn't it? The golden era of Irish footy, like, you know, always being at tournaments and that.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're at the beginning now. Like I was talking 12 man before we started, there's the whole kind of first generation now of Irish-born Nigerian players and even Ukrainian players, because of the amount of immigration into Ireland in the last 25 years. It's just now that we're starting to see, well, it's 35 years, but now we're starting to see a generation of, like, players that are of a different profile to the one we used to have. Like, we used to have to try and get uncapped players who qualified for Ireland, the likes of Aldridge and people like that, Lawrenson. But now I think we're probably like I've been saying it for a while. I think just with the opening up of our society culturally, I think that the chance of us having a Bale or someone like that, like we'll still be a small crappy team, but the chances of us having a Grealish, say, that is born in Ireland, or a Bale or that type of guy has increased. But that golden generation, it was built in a completely different way. But then we did have some high quality Irish players: Robbie Keane, Damien Duff, Roy Keane, Steve Finnan, Steve Staunton, actually born here and never played for anyone else. So yeah, it is 2002. Saipan is kind of when it kind of ended. Ever since then, we've kind of been on the way down.
That's what was on my mind when I said that then about in the future. Hopefully, like it can lift again, with like Nigerian and whoever they are, Ukrainian, whatever, heritage players, that you could get a lift from that, like, and start doing well again. I remember Northern Ireland as well from 1982. That was my first World Cup. Good finish. Good first World Cup I remember was 82, and Northern Ireland were in it. And did quite well under Billy Hamilton.
Tiny.
What's your question, Richard? By the way, big up to Philip, big up to Red Armfield supporter.
It had to be him, didn't it? This is to turn into a joke now.
None of you was wanted to score, is he? Like,
it's like it's
what
like
do?
It's like almost
bring on
every
Maggie Thatcher now or something
for Ireland is scoring or something.
Yeah, bring on fucking Oliver Cromwell to score the third. Is that what they're going to do?
Exactly, man. What the heck? Well, Grealish didn't have a problem celebrating.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad I'm not on. I'm just glad I'm not on an English channel.
That was fairly easy for England, I have to say. The defending wasn't great, was it, in midfield? And then when it came into the box, like, it was pretty easy, like.
Hold the line. No, this is good football.
Yeah, like I was saying, it's a 12-man last night. Like, if this was a game in England, you'd be talking about, say, Arsenal versus Sheffield Wednesday, or Arsenal versus like some lower league championship team or something. It is a big gulf in class, like Hollywood Rock is saying. We're playing on energy, we're playing off the home crowd, we're playing on aggression to a degree, but playing well within.
I suppose England have got the confidence as well, haven't they? Haven't reached that final, and as everyone will be swift to remind me, they only reached the final, they did not win it. But the confidence gained from reaching, there's only a couple of finals, isn't there? You got your World Cup and your Euros, like, if your country's in Europe. So to reach one of them is good.
Oh, yeah.
27th minute, or 28th minute, excuse me. It's not over yet. It's 2-0. I get it.
Oh, it is. It's over. It's over.
The journey is still to maybe pick up a goal here for Ireland. At least get up. Gordon with his swimming trunks on as usual. Yeah, they're talking about the dual nationalship. Both players have scored. What is it? What do you think?
I think Trent actually qualifies for Ireland as well.
Yeah, he should. I think all scouts should.
No, I mean, but I think he does. I think technically he does actually qualify for Ireland. He can play for 3 countries. I think Ireland is one of them.
Oh, that's cool.
What's your time on? Mine's on 28:50.
28, 24, 25, 26.
I'm right. Somehow I caught up to you, Brian. I'm up 28, 26 now too.
Yeah, because I got 3 things and I'm watching on the internet, so I'm a little bit behind.
Is
that my... Is someone's bing? Is that binging? Oh, that's a stupid dumbass outside my house.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say what?
She's left her car door open, and her car is just going bong
Oh,
bong.
it's going to
That's
ding ding, like Tony.
yeah, she's just talking to someone on the phone. She's just talking on the phone. It's louder than she is, and she still hasn't copped on. She needs to close her door.
It's amazing how like whenever if your team's not doing well, all the little things tick you off just that much more. Like, get it together, lady.
Yeah, well, she's 10 feet away from my fucking window.
But as I was saying earlier, yeah, pick up the Richard, pick up the Hollywood Rock, pick up the Red Armchair Supporter, big up to Callum in the house, Pride of Merseyside. Big up to John, who we said earlier today. Hello and welcome to all of you. Big up to Philip as well, by the way. Big up to Philip. I was just going to try to answer the question about why USA play in USA and Canada. Why we played in the Copa America this year was because of, let's be honest with you, it's because of money.
Yeah, basically.
It's just, that's just the honest to God truth. There was.
It's not a permanent thing. It's not a permanent.
It's not a permanent thing. There was a reason they played in it before. USA has played in it before because there's also Copa America has a unique thing where they invite a country to participate because of the number of countries.
Two, I think they invite two, don't they? They'll always invite. But you had one previous because it was supposed to be Venezuela this year, or the one that you just did. But you had that gold version as well, didn't you? There was like 1, 2.
Yeah, there was the 100-year
anniversary. The centenary. The centenary one. That's what I mean. That's the thing.
And then that was hosted here, and then that was a good year for us too. That was that year I had a lot of my friends were playing on that team, and the actual I think it was the semifinal. I want to say was actually in here in Arizona, so I got to see a lot of went to the game and got to see a lot of my friends, which is pretty cool after the game at least.
Yeah, it's but like you say, it's.
But we lost to Colombia, by the way, too. We ended up losing to Colombia that year.
What year was that?
What year was it? It was like 2018 or something, or.
Okay.
It's been a while now. It's probably been even longer. Time flies, but I can double check for you.
Decent chance that one there.
Yeah, Keller getting the boot at Long. He hasn't done that in a while.
Excuse me.
Good run. Come on, man. You should have played that pass about 15 minutes ago. What are you doing? Christ.
Yeah, I got to do a little better than that. 2016.
He made the run outside.
By the way, it's 2016 was the Copa America Centennial.
Look, you're bending behind. He's got to be a world-class header of a football to actually make contact and get that with power.
You either got to snap. You got to snap that header, or you got to maybe try to chest it down and just give it a good quick volley, or something like that. That might take too much time, I know, but
Harry Kane would have had trouble dealing with a cross like that to get it in. It would have looked beautiful, but you bend your neck back and get all that power because you could see it knocked him back. He's just looking at him going, "Come on, dude, you're not Trent." The boy made a run up outside him. That was the ball. Just give him the ball. It wasn't a dummy run. He wasn't trying to decoy you. He wanted the fucking ball.
Yeah.
And this guy just held on to it. He just simple pass just outside to the guy. I think it was Brady going up the right hand side. Mm-hmm. Just keep the thing moving, Don't even think about giving no penalties now.
That is not a flag. Get up, Harry.
Come on, get up. Fucking RAF fighter pilot from the 1940s. Fucking quantum leaping into a footballer. I don't know.
Oh, that's not, yeah. That is not a foul. Definitely can't give him a call. Oh man.
Kyle Walker's 32 now, isn't he?
I reckon he's older than that, man. I think he's
He might
33.
be.
33, yeah. He might still have a couple of years left. Probably has. Like,
Still rapid. He's still absolutely rapid. He doesn't, not as quick as he used to be, and doesn't use it like he used to, but he's still as quick as most boys out there.
Yep. 34. 34 years old. Just turned 34 in May.
One of the only players in world football, Mbappe, refused to try and beat in a foot race. Doesn't even bother trying to knock it past him. Gave up after about a year. He realized can't beat this guy over. Like Mbappe would just knock it past somebody 20 yards into space and just run it. He will not do that to Kyle Walker. There's no point. This guy's quicker than me. And do you know how many people in the world can say they're quicker than Mbappe at the age of like 30, 32? And up until recently, that guy was a freak. He's an idiot as well. If you ever seen an interview with him, I reckon he's got about 4 brain cells. But what he doesn't have in brains, he gets in pace. So God is good.
Actually, as soon as I said 32, I knew it was wrong. Hang on, he's gone, because I remember seeing he turned 33, and now he's actually turned 34. Yeah, I was just trying to work out in my mind like how long Trent's got to wait like to get a chance of being England right back, sort of like long term.
Is there anyone else? Reece James. I mean, he's always injured. Walker's kind of retiring.
Yeah. There are others. Who
was there? There's the kid.
Kyle
he's nearly 27 now, man. 28. What's the kid's name? I can't remember this, but that's. I mean, I don't think there's. I mean, this could be his shout now. Like this is. I mean, it's not Southgate anymore. It's Carsley. So I mean, obviously, I don't know how long this is. Is he on a 3-match deal, or is he on a rolling caretaker contract deal, or whatever it might be? But if he fancies Trent at right back, I don't see any reason why he can't keep it. There's no one out there knocking on the door saying I have to be in that team. Once I'm fit or whatever. Don't really. Yeah, I think he's got a good shout, man. I think he could be his time, I just don't think he was one of Southgate's boys, and Southgate had his boys. He had his people, and that was just the way he did it. And that's all well and good, man. Look, you do your thing. That's fine. I didn't think it was a personal thing. I just think he didn't really know how to get the best out of Trent, and he didn't really think he had the time to. He had tournaments to win and stuff. So maybe a new manager can come in and go, oh, I know exactly what I'm going to do with this guy. Don't worry. He's getting in my team. That's all it takes sometimes, a little managerial shift. And yeah, like Kyle Walker's age now, he's not going to another World Cup. So why would you start him in the qualifiers? Why would you start him on your road to a World Cup when you got someone like Trent?
Yeah, I never thought of that. He won't be there, will he? Like, there's no way he's going to get the next World Cup. I think get the next Euros, will he? But
probably won't even make the next Euros, yeah. Oh, hey, Doug. Jake is coming in, is he? Cool.
I think.
I mean,
in here in a second, making room for him.
It's just wrecking my head who that guy I was trying to think of is, and it was fucking Wan-Bissaka. That's what they were going. Yeah, they all thought he was going to be the next guy, and he's gone now. So I don't really see who his genuine long-term competition is until some new wonder kid comes along or something.
Yeah.
Well done, Cleaving. Well done, Cleaving.
Yeah.
Oh, he got a bit nervous.
That's that Liverpool
squeaky
practice.
Bum time. Squeaky bum time, as they say.
Oh, good punch out, though. Good punch.
Yeah, go through Harry Kane while you're at it, and don't you dare shake hands with him. Yeah, look at Grealish going flying. Look.
Not all the
Grealish
excited thing you
is
said.
always
Made me
going.
laugh.
He's amazing. He's always.
He is, though. Fucking big
You
old
know,
Sophie.
funny, he looks like one. I'd never thought it previously at all. Like, but I knew he reminded me of something. He reminds me of a few things. Like, but you've nailed it there. Yeah, that's a startlingly good observation of what he looks like. He needs a pipe, doesn't he? He needs a pipe and a scarf.
Wing Commander Harry Kane, you know.
His cap.
Come on, lads, let's get one. Come on. Either score a goal or, I don't know, go through somebody. The guy with number 4, he looks a bit of a dick. Why not go through him?
Just don't go through number 2.
Harry Maguire didn't anticipate that, I don't think. I think that was a good ball by Trent. I don't think Maguire anticipated that.
It was a good ball.
Oh, did he, Doug? He went for DRC. Fair play to him. I thought he'd been capped by the English. Imagine that, 50 million quid for a fullback. Couldn't even get a cap by England. Nice one, Man United. Just because he could slide tackle.
What do you think? What is the, so you know how there are a lot of teams they have an identity. What would you say is the identity of the Irish team? Like, what are they trying to do with the players that they have now? Are they just like a team that's looking to, counter press? Are they looking to do? What would you say is the identity of the Irish team, Brian?
Survival. Yeah, no, they're like, see what happens with seedings and rankings. The way we get dropped into groups now, we used to be like a pot 2 team, which meant we had a chance.
Right.
But recently now we become a pot 3 team, so we're going to end up in a group with France and Spain, or England and Holland, as opposed to just an England.
As opposed to just Gotcha.
Yeah, which makes it harder to qualify, which exponentially makes things worse. But
so do you think that makes I wouldn't say just like the game preparation, not preparation, but the game plan different as to?
Well, we've got a brand new we've got a brand new manager. That's the other thing. We have a brand new manager. So
that's a handball.
Get in on him, Robbie. But they played the advantage there. That's
I know. He went up and kind of like I thought he handballed it down on the deflection.
That was a cheap pass, Grealish. You didn't have the stones to try and finish that. Go around him yourself. He passed it off to Harry Kane on his left foot, because that's always a good idea, right? Yeah. No, we've got a brand new manager, and we've got a very, very thin squad when it comes to quality. So our identity at the moment, probably a work in progress.
The guy
trying to get back to.
We have a new thing in America now.
Look at the stadium. Look at the crowd. We got a good. That's a good stadium. It's a good place to play.
It's a beautiful stadium. I will admit that. That's a beautiful stadium, by the way.
But it's actually a bit. I've been there. It's a bit of a crap hole. It looks nice, but when you're there, it's not that nice.
It looks. Visually, it looks nice.
Right. Oh yeah, steel and concrete.
Down road, like the old one.
What was it like?
Yeah, what was Lansdowne Road like?
Oh, I was never at Lansdowne. That was closed and torn down by the time I was about 10 or 12. I'd say that was gone nearly.
Oh, was it? Yeah. No, it was that long ago. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's look. I think what we need is to get back to where we used to be, in terms of giving us a chance to just qualify for a tournament, really, and try and bring some young players through. But the financial crisis in Irish football ruined us over the last 20 years. We've had 2 people who nearly go to prison for fraud that were running football in this country. So there's basically about £5 in a piggy bank to spend on football over here.
Punish Manu. There you go. Oh, better cross though. Gotta have a better cross. You can tell I did not. Manu's gonna be a talented player, but as long as he's a Red Devil on him. Anyway, oh wow.
No, Doug, that's not allowed.
Oh, big up, Doug. Big up, Doug.
Yeah, you can't play. I mean, I think they might have done it once. In fact, I'm sure they played one game there, but that was like special dispensation. Like their GAA grounds, it's basically illegal to play football at a GAA ground. But Croke Park is one of the biggest in Europe. It's an 80,000. If you think that stadium you're looking at there is nice, Croke Park is twice as big as that. Literally twice as big as that, plus more. 82,000, I think. You see that for an All Ireland final. It's packed. It's that's a difference.
Awesome.
That is way big. 82, like, and that would be rammed, for a game like this. But yeah, that's not allowed. It's the English game, so it's not allowed at GAA stadiums. They'll put on English rock concerts, though. They don't mind that. They just want to play football. Don't ask them about that. Don't bring that up. Makes a hell of a lot of money, that stadium, for an amateur game.
82,000 fans for a rock concert. Yeah, sure.
For an amateur game, an amateur sport, an 80,000 seater stadium for an amateur sport. None of the players get paid. They all have day jobs.
That's pretty, yeah.
It's
pretty
crazy.
impressive.
It's kind of like college football. It'd be what I just equate it to, basically like a non-professional game, but with like 90,000 people watching it. It'd be something similar to that.
Yeah, some of the biggest stadiums actually. It's kind of crazy here in America. Some of the biggest stadiums are actually connected to college teams. That's why when Manchester United played Liverpool here in the States, they played. That's a college stadium they played in.
Yeah, they have those fucking medical departments and everything right there, and all that stuff. All that. Yeah, on site, like NASA level fucking medical department. Some of these.
Yeah, there's no professional team in South Carolina, so but the closest thing they have. Sometimes in some states, the closest thing to a professional team is the college team. So
you have
they represent like it is a professional team.
Oh, come on! Don't just stand. Oh, it's halftime. Okay. That was a new trick. It's like, will we just wait? Shall we just wait? Shall we just wait 3 seconds? Okay, we will. Okay, thank you. Putting his foot on the ball. It's a new tactic.
Wonder what kind of halftime adjustments Ireland's going to be making. 2-0 is the score as they walk into the locker rooms. England is up. And got a couple of I did send JK a link. He might be joining us, but I got some while we were at halftime. Got some fun little trivia. I thought we'd bring out some fun trivia, make it the Irish and English edition trivia. Got a bunch of questions.
Lee looks very excited.
I know. Don't.
I always get a stiff neck. When I'm sitting in this position for the podcast, I always get a stiff. So I'm always like this business.
I got you. You need to get one of those like the massagers or something like that.
I need a proper chair, maybe in the future, like an actual chair, like you're sitting in, like to support me back.
Oh yeah, totally.
Away from the back of the couch here, like sitting up.
There's a reason everybody uses those chairs, man. Because if you do this shit every day, there's a reason. Like I'm sitting on a fucking couch or a chair, different things. Those office chairs, man, they exist for a reason because your back will get fucked if you sit and stare at a screen for a long time.
I was gonna say I do have questions. I do have them in. If you don't want me to do multiple choice, I can do multiple choice if you prefer multiple choice as well. That came up.
Just ask the question, and then if I say, give me the multiple choice version, it's only worth half as many points.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds right. Let me get my scorebook together.
So say 10 for getting one right without, and 5 for getting one with multiple choice, or whatever way you want to score it. But yeah.
Okay.
Make it
10
half.
points and 5 points.
Yeah, or 100 or 50. Yeah, but just give if you want to take.
I have a bunch of questions. I did again. There's 20 English questions, 20 Irish questions, and we can do this right.
20. Tracy versus in Poundland, Lee. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's okay. It's okay. Tracy's sleeping this one off. So let's get into it.
You must know something we don't.
Do you want to go first, Irishman? Since you're the host, how about you go first? How about that?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Okay. I should have first
play along.
There's only one or two questions I didn't have. Yeah, play along. Please do play along. Only one or two questions I didn't have multiple choice. That was one of them. But I'll skip to the next one.
Yeah.
All right.
Doug
so
Doug is good at this stuff, so he'll probably get most of these.
No, which Irish goalkeeper made his debut against England in Wembley while playing for Drumcondra? Yes. And if you want, Lee, if you want I'll ask the question, and if you don't know the answer or you don't know the answer, you can ask for a multiple choice lifeline.
Yeah, I'll go multiple choice on that one.
Okay. The answers could be Alan Kelly Jr., Packy Bonner, Shay Given, or Alan Kelly Sr.
Alan Kelly Sr.
Bingo. Good guy. Good choice. Pat Bonner.
Yep.
No,
Packy never played for Drumcondra. He went straight to Celtic, basically.
Okay, here's one for you, Lee. Who was England's first full-time manager? And if you want multiple choice, I can give you multiple choice, but it's for half the points. Just remember that.
Walter Winterbottom.
Yes, that is correct.
Great name, isn't it? Walter Winterbottom. Stunning name. Correct.
Yeah, he should marry Mrs. Smallbone. And then they do the whole double barrel surname like they do now. You know, Johnny Winterbottom Smallbone.
All right. Let's see. So the 3-2. All right. So okay, here is one. This isn't multiple choice, but it's actually not. I think you'll get it, Brian, without the multiple choice. Robbie Keane scored his first goal and in for Ireland, and in the process set a record as the team's youngest goal scorer for the Republic of Ireland. At what age did he do this?
19.
Oh, I thought you were going to get it. 18.
18, yeah.
18. Yeah. Shoot. Okay. I thought you were going to get that one. That sucks. That was close, though. It was very close. Let's see. Which of these players? This is for you, Lee. Oh, you have to do that. You have to do. I'll do one that's not that, because that's multiple choice, but you have to do multiple choice. Let's do. Get one that's not multiple choice. Is already. These nations, dang, all these are all multiple choice that you have to do it. Okay. Who was Bobby Robson's most used player as England manager?
Ooh.
Oh, I'll tell you. I could tell you that.
Terry Butcher?
No.
Is it Gary Lineker?
No.
No. Paul Parker?
No,
Chilton.
How about I give you the multiple choice? Is
it Chilton?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the keeper. It should always go. Yeah, the keeper is the obvious one, because the keeper plays every game.
Good, yeah, because we still had Chilton. Yeah, when Robson was back.
Yeah. Peter Shilton had 82 appearances under Robson. Terry Butcher had 68. I was going to go also 2 other choices I was going to go with was Chris Waddle, 64, and Brian Ronson at 58.
Robson.
I initially thought Butcher because Butcher was his captain at Ipswich as well. He's like a big trusted man with Bobby Robson because he played for his club side like before he took the England job.
Mm-hmm. Brian, here's a question for you. Who was the manager of the Irish under-21 team in the late 1990s and early 2000s?
Brian Kerr.
I have, what was it?
Brian Kerr.
No. Oh, that was one of the multiple choice too. Big up, JK. I'll let you in on the fun too here.
Okay.
I'll give you this question. Who was I don't know if you know this one though, but who was the manager of the Irish under-21 team in the late 1990s and early 2000s? Since Brian already gave an answer, he said Brian Kerr. That was one of the multiple choice. It could have been either Roy Keane, Don Givens, or Ian Evans.
Mm-hmm.
Probably Don Givens.
Yep, that would have been it. I'll just give you all. I'll just give you the multiple choice ones so that you guys don't have to to rack the brains. All right. This is a good one. This one is JK. If you want to jump in, you can jump in on it too. I'll give you this.
Lee and Brian.
Right, JK. Yeah.
I'll give you this one, JK. This is a good question. Which of these players was not included in Terry Venable's Euro 96 squad? Was it Steve Stone, Ian Wright, Steve McManaman, or Nick Barmby?
I know that one.
Yeah, I think I know that. Is that for me, that question?
Yes, that's for you, JK.
Okay. I got Ian Wright.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
1 out of 1. Nice. I think there was a bit of a story them days when that happened.
Yeah. We know.
Right, he never played for England.
Yeah,
He barely
he
ever
didn't really.
came for England.
Yeah, but Shearer, wasn't it?
He didn't come from the right side of the football and tracks, right? He was still an amateur until he was in his 20s. I mean, he kind of broke through when he's 25, 26 kind of thing.
Yeah.
He didn't come up through the academies or any of that kind of stuff. He was a guy off the streets.
How about this then? I'll give this one to you, Lee. Which of these players scored their penalty in the Euro 2012 shootout defeat to Italy? Was it Steven Gerrard, Ashley Young, Jordan Henderson, or John Terry? Which of those players scored in
So
the
one
shootout?
of them scored against
Yep.
Ashley Young.
No. Let's see if the chat can get that one. Give them a second. Which of those players scored in the penalty?
I'd say Stevie.
Yes. It's a Liverpool channel. I'm going to give a little bit of Liverpool bias for some of my questions.
We never would have heard it. Never would have stopped hearing about it if Stevie had missed one.
Oh, I bet. Ashley Young actually missed his attempt, and Jordan Henderson and John Terry ended up not taking it.
Didn't take it. Yeah, so bit of a tricky one there.
Yep.
So what's mine?
Or how about this one? This is for you, Irishman. Who did Manchester United sign legendary Irish defender Paul McGrath from? Was it St. Patrick's Athletic?
Yes.
Dundalk, Shelbourne. Okay, you got it.
Yeah, he was a top player.
Yep.
Yeah. I wouldn't have needed multiple choice on that.
You wouldn't need a multiple choice for that one. Yeah.
Did you get a bonus for that?
Yeah. Here's one for you, JK. Who was the first player to be handed their English debut by Southgate? Was it Marcus Rashford, Jesse Lingard, Eric Dyer, or Harry Maguire? Which one of those players was the first player to be
Harry
handed?
Maguire?
Huh?
Harry Maguire?
No.
Oh.
It was Jesse Lingard.
Yeah.
I had a funny feeling it was. Oh, okay.
Jesse Lingard.
Harry Maguire's still playing for him now. Work that one out.
Southgate is around longer than you think, actually. I think Southgate's there.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
To this.
All four of those players are players that he gave who got their debut with Southgate, but Jesse Lingard was the first.
The first one.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's Stuart's inquiry on that one, but yeah, all right, cool.
Yeah. Okay, so get a new question.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, man, like okay. Yeah. Actually, you know what? My fault. I misspoke. Because Rashford and Dyer got their debut with Roy Hodgson. So,
oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
My fault. Harry Maguire got his with Southgate though. Let's see. How about this one for the Irishman? Let's go with this one for Irish because it's the Irish question. What was the first major international tournament the Republic of Ireland qualified for? Do you want to get? I can give you multiple choice if you need it. That one.
Euro 88.
Yes. Bingo.
Whoa, go on. Nice.
Bingo.
I was 10 years old, man. You think I'm going to forget that shit?
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah. I sometimes
that's what Lee was talking about, the golden age. Like Lee was talking about earlier on, the golden age of Irish football is Euro 88 when we beat England, and Italia 90 when we got to the quarterfinals.
Italian 90.
I was made up to play out and getting the winner because it was 88 and Ray Houghton was one of our best players. You know what I mean? It didn't bother me, that one. I remember not being asked about because I was a big England supporter then when I was a schoolboy, but I wasn't asked about Euro 88 probably because we did that badly. You know what I mean? It's just I wiped it out of my memory. But I was pleased for Ray Houghton to get the winner for Ireland. Like, that was dead good. It was made up for him, like, because he didn't have a buzz off it.
Yeah, like we stretched it into USA 94 as well. That Paul McGrath versus Italy at Giant Stadium is like one of the best performances by an Irish player of all time. So 88 to 94. That was the time to be an Ireland fan. Like this is not good compared to those days, man. This ain't great. Watching Rice and Grealish banging goals past us.
About to kick the second half off here. I'll get one more question in real quick then before we do. Get one for. Let me get a good one. This is a good one. Who was the BT England's Men's Senior Player of the Year award for 2021 awarded to? 2021.
Sorry, say that again. I know it's not for me, but can you just say that again?
Who was the BT England's Men's Senior Player of the Year award awarded to in 2021?
So like the
English Men's Senior Player of the Year.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought you said B team. When you said it first, it was the B team.
Oh, no, BT.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
The letter B, then the letter T. Yeah.
Oh, British Telecom, BT sponsor. Yeah.
And it's 2021 is the year.
Is that to me? Is it?
Yeah,
I think it is. Yeah.
Okay. 2021.
Well, let's get this last one in. The second half just started. I saw Red Armchair Supporters guess. That is incorrect, Red Armchair Supporter. By the way, you want to take another stab at it? This one was kind of surprising, actually.
Yeah, mate, I'm struggling. I think of an answer. Never mind the right answer.
What were they doing in 2021?
Apparently not much, because I would not have guessed this player.
COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah.
God, I honestly blank trying to think of someone who was like good quite recently, but you said it's a surprise or surprising one. I'm gonna have to give up here and just to be answer.
You guys want to? Either one of you guys want to take a stab at this one? I didn't really put too many. I only put
Pickford.
Pickford. No.
Maguire.
Maguire. No.
Okay.
I'm
going with all the donkeys that he's picked.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I'm going
I
for
could
bad
give you.
players.
I'm trying to think of Trippier's not right either. Right armchair.
Oh, okay.
How about this
defense,
player,
midfielder, attack? Defense, midfielder, attack.
This player. The year that he won this award, his team was in the Premier League, I think. Or no, the year that they won this. No, they weren't. They weren't in the league. Let me double check. Let me make sure. I think they were in that league.
No.
Their team's not in the Premier League right now. I can tell you that.
They're not in the league now.
The team that he played on isn't in the team. I'll just give you the team. It's Leeds.
Right.
It's Leeds United.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be Leeds.
It's a Leeds United player. Or at the time, he was a Leeds United player.
Calvin Phillips.
Yes, that is correct.
That's a shock.
Right? When I saw that answer, I was like, wow. I'm like, that's 2021. Year of the year.
I've never been a fan of Calvin Phillips. I don't see it. When I watch that guy, I'm like, where's the player in him?
Well, you wouldn't. He went to Man City. Jeez.
And I'm just not convinced, you know what I mean? Maybe, I think what it was is that he went to City. If he just stayed where he was and at a lower level, going to City, and that was like, where's the player here? I can't see for all.
It was a breakthrough year for him that year. 2020, 2021 was a breakthrough year for Calvin Phillips.
We were linked with him. We were very, very strongly linked with him.
Oh, I remember that. I do remember that.
God, that pissed me off. That I really hated that. I was saying so often in comment sections, like when that link was hot. Like, no.
Yeah. I mean, I think in his first 2 games for West Ham on loan, he gave away a goal and got sent off. And then in his 3rd game back, I think he gave away another goal, like literally just passed it to somebody who scored kind of thing. His first 3 or 4 games at West Ham have entered legendary status now at this stage. Like, what happens to some of these guys at City? They pay the money for him, and they say, look, we don't, even though we're paying the money, we can't guarantee that they'll be able to make the step up to Guardiola's football. It took Grealish a year sitting on the bench. Then he played in the treble win season. Then he spent all last season sitting on the bench. Calvin Phillips sat on the bench, got sold. They're like, don't care if you cost 50 or 60. We brought you in, but you're not good enough. Sorry, you're out. And Guardiola slagged him off for being fat when he came back from England, and he apologized for it, but he apologized about a year later. He said the player was like, Calvin Phillips. If Calvin Phillips is fat, I'm a fucking supermodel. Do you know what I mean? Like, the guy was probably a couple of grams overweight. And Guardiola said, yeah, he was technically overweight, but he called him out in the press conference and said he was fat.
I remember that.
Yeah, and he was like, yeah, I never should have done that. But
that
it was
really,
like a year
really
later when he said he should have done it.
He was already in a somewhat of a bad place, but that put him into
he was in a spiral. He was in a spiral, yeah.
Let me ask, big up to Youssef, by the way, joining us. Big up to you, Youssef, and big up to High Lord joining us. I got a question for you, High Lord. Here's a trivia question while just for the chat here. Good. Get that out. McGuire almost got a header in there. Here's your question for you. Who played in the match of the century? Who were the teams that played in the match of the century? And if you can tell me the score, I'll give you extra points. That's for you, High Lord, in the chat, or anyone in the chat if they want to answer that for High Lord. You'll understand why I'm asking that question in a second. Match of the century, it was deemed as. That's the coinage that they used for the name of the game. Can you name that match? Can you name who was in that match? High Lord?
I think I know what it is, but I mean, it depends which definition. I think I know what you're referring to.
It's called the match of the century.
Yeah, I know. I've heard it. I've heard it, but it's just. But it's a question to the chat.
It's a question, yeah. Puskas days or recently? Puskas days or recent? It's a, and this is a very.
It's an international game, though, right?
It's an international
It's not
game.
a
Yes,
club game.
all
Yeah,
these are
it's not a
international
club.
questions.
It's
Yeah,
not a club match. Yeah.
But it is something from the 20th century.
Yeah, exactly. Don't narrow it down too much.
Yeah. Some people might think. Sometimes when you hear the 20th century,
I think I know the two teams involved.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's also,
if you can get the score, I'll even give you extra credit.
yeah.
Let's see if they get it. Who's this now warming up for Ireland? They've got a couple subs warming up on the sidelines for Ireland. Trent is so good. Who's passing?
Bring it, Brian, me, and Lee.
Could you imagine? Yeah. Well, I don't think the chat's gonna get it. I guess the chat's not trying to give a guess. You guys want to give a guess? Go ahead, Brian.
Was it when Hungary beat England 6-3?
England beat Hungary 6-3. Yes. The other way around.
That's the one, yeah?
Yeah, England-Hungary. Sorry, England-Hungary 6-3. Yeah.
Yep.
That's the game.
Yeah, Brian's good at quizzes.
6-3, and it was at Wembley, actually.
Okay.
The marvelous Maguires.
Yes, exactly. Yep. Match of it was called the match of the century. I think it's because they Hungary was really, really talented.
Oh yeah, that team is considered by some to be possibly the best team ever.
Yeah, the coach was really, really talented too, though. The coach was a very highly acclaimed coach as well.
The whole thing, Hungarian football is basically where a lot of what we play now comes from.
Yeah. By the way, get that guy a sock, man. That is absolute worst. You ever having a hole on your sock is the worst.
Oh, those things are cut. That thing they do nowadays, they're all cutting holes in the back of their sock.
But that was on his
that's going to make a difference.
That was on his heel.
The other one, yeah. But that new things, I know JK doesn't like certain color boots, but that thing there where they're all cutting holes in back. Oh yeah, it gives me an extra 10% a game, does it? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Players will fall for anything, man. Cut holes in your socks, man. I play way better with the holes in my socks.
Ventilation, yeah.
Ventilation. That's what when someone builds your shower or your bathroom and you ask them why there's a hole in place. Oh, that's for ventilation. Yeah. That's when they're making shit up. Yeah.
Some people say it's because it's restrictive on their muscles or something like that. It's just like the socks.
They're socks. They're socks.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, these things the boots they're wearing are like
slippers.
I mean, they're like gloves. Yeah, it's about as thick, it's
proper thin.
They weigh nothing, do they? The boots now. Boots used to weigh a fair bit. When you picked your footy boots up and they were picked in mud.
You had to take the studs off. When you had to take the studs off with the little Adidas thing that you took them off.
Yeah.
I still have 3 of them in my house. The stud removers. They're like 80s Adidas ones in the shape of the Adidas symbol, man. Yeah, that thing alone weighs more than one of the boots.
You might have to bring a separate car for your boots and that.
Man, you're banging the muck off the bottom of them and cleaning them. They weigh a fucking ton. You can wear your brother's boots. It's like they're size too big and they weigh fucking 2 kilos.
Harry Maguire is the culprit of taking a run at his foot.
I think Harry Maguire.
You definitely need to get him another sock because that is going to be so. Oh my god, that would just drive me up the wall.
Harry Maguire is the player you go to when you tell any youth player you can make it.
Yeah.
How was that guy? Whoever at Man United chose him for 80 million to buy him.
Ooh.
God, no one knows. We need to find that out. Who was the guy who said yes to Harry Maguire for 80 odd million? guy, donkey man. Like he's so terrible footballer.
that guy's. I would nominate him for
donkey.
No,
Donkey,
for management of the year or something like that, or executive of the year.
He's been really good at Leicester.
He's a great guy. I like it.
He's been really good.
But
he just didn't have what it took to be for the top
It was
team.
too big of a scale to jump up from.
Leicester he's brilliant.
Though in different periods, his England form hasn't been too bad. Although I don't like him and don't want him in the team, you know what I mean? It's always been not too bad.
But isn't Maguire a Scottish or Irish name?
Irish.
Yeah.
Yes, he could play for Ireland too.
No, he can't. No, he can't.
No, he can't, bro.
No, he can't. No,
no, he can't.
No chance. Yeah, no way. No.
You're
all right. You're okay.
You're okay.
Yeah, you're all right. I take a 60-year-old Paul McGrath over Harry Maguire.
He was one of the questions I had on here too. That's why I knew that.
Good ball. That's a
ball.
great crossfield ball. Now make something of it. Yes, well done, lads. Yes, great chance. Well done. Okay, but at least,
at least you got to start from somewhere.
Yeah, one ball wide, great ball. One touch. Look up, make the pass. Bang, first touch finish, unlucky. But yeah, that's what they should have done.
Oh,
that's encouraging. That was a great ball, and that was a lovely run. So that'll give them a bit of confidence.
Some impressive, tattoos too, by the way. Jeez, he's got 2 sleeves. Some impressive tattoos.
But Maguire is great for Hull. He's great for Leicester.
Yeah,
great for England when they want to play a low block. But I mean, Man United
expectations, hasn't he? You know what he's going
very good. But the problem with him was he didn't realize it. He thought he was an £80 million player.
Yeah. That was one of my questions. The reason why I knew about that Maguire thing was because I was going to ask which of these England internationals did not play for the Republic of Ireland. Robbie Keane, Harry Maguire, Patrick Bamford, and Declan Rice.
Well, Robbie Keane we know played for.
I mean, Declan Rice did.
Oh, Bamford. What was the other one? Who was the other guy?
Declan Rice, even though he played for the youth.
Oh no, he played, like I was saying, he played for the senior team even. But who was the other one? You said Robbie Keane, Bamford, Rice, and who was the other one?
Harry Maguire. No, Harry Maguire was eligible to play, but never did. All the others did. That's what I had in my notes.
Yeah. Bamford. There was still a chance a couple of years ago. People thought he might even decide to declare for us because he hadn't been picked for England. He was about 26, 27 maybe. They were trying to get him to sign up.
It would have been good. Good. I guess he's not injured, but were you surprised not to see Ferguson starting today, Brian?
Yeah, I'm not. That was a chance. Yeah, I don't know
what's on the bench. He's on the bench, so
yeah, I don't know.
There was a lot of noise made about him, weren't there, a few years ago?
Yeah.
Like he's going to be the next big money move and this and that. But he got injured.
Next £100 million player, yeah. The next £100 million Brighton player.
Come on! Oh, give it! Oh, better finish. Got to have a better finish.
They were saying that because he was at Brighton. That's Brighton. They'll sell him for $100 million.
That's their owner.
Yeah. No, they'll get a good price for him. And obviously, we were in for him. We tried to sign him before he went there, as a youth. We weren't trying to buy him. Man United wanted him. I think he's a Liverpool fan.
Okay.
But yeah, a lot of big talk about him, and he did do really well. But yeah, he got an injury. He's a young player, so setback, and now he's taking time to kind of come back to what he was. But he's got everything you need. He's got the height. He's got the strength. He's a natural finisher. He's got pace. He's got everything. So he did look like he had all the tools. But yeah, like with a lot of young players, okay, now he's out of form for a
80
year.
million, yeah.
Yeah, like let's see. But yeah, a lot of big talk.
Mm-hmm.
Good. He's had a much better. Like you're saying to someone like him, okay, man, I get it, but don't go to United. Just don't. Stay at Brighton for 3 or 4 years. Become the main man there. Score 15, then 17, then 20, then 22, and then you're off to Real Madrid. Don't go to dumpster fire up at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
Don't go to fucking Chelsea. You get
them too.
chewed up and swallowed out. Go to a team that will use you. Even an Aston Villa maybe to replace an Ollie Watkins. But don't go to United, something like that. But, I was calling him the Irish Benzema, kind of half for a laugh. But he's got similar
come on.
stature,
Yes.
similar kind of physical attributes. And he's an out-and-out number 9. He's a striker, and you love to see it. He's not, is he a winger? Is he a 10? No, he's a striker. Mm-hmm. He's just that's what he does. But it is kind of unfortunate that he can't be on the pitch for us.
Yeah, he did pick up, like as Red Armchair supporter said, Ferguson picked up injuries. Don't think he has featured yet for Brighton this season. He hasn't.
No, actually. I don't think he has. No, I back him to get fit and come back and become the player they were talking about. But yeah, that was always a bit fanciful. The 100 million talk, but that was more fans of other clubs making up prices about it.
Yeah. Still 2-0 in the second half here. I'm at the 60. I'll tell you when I'm at the 64th minute. Actually, about 30 seconds out from the 64th minute. Grealish with a foul, going to get a yellow card for that too.
No, Malumbi gets the card.
My fault. You're right. It's because he's pulling on his kit. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. We were just talking about Maguire. He tries the Virgil van Dijk, and he just kicks it out of play, man. He just kicks it straight out of play, like 20 yards ahead of the guy. And look at him. He's making the hand movement afterwards. It was supposed to bend. It was supposed to bend, man. Oh, Harry. You literally just booted that into the River Liffey, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Come on. That was the wind, It was the wind took it. Yeah. Of course it was the wind, Harry. It was the wind, yeah.
What, Richard, break down your question a little bit more. He's asking a question for all. He says, which is better, potential or young or proven? I don't know what you mean by that. Like, elaborate a little bit if you can for us on that question, and we'll do our best to answer. Um, 65th minute, 65:04, 05, 06 is where I'm at least. I know we're not all synced up, but I believe I'm probably the furthest behind than anyone. If you buy a player, which is better to buy? To buy for potential, to buy a young player, a young player with potential, or a proven player?
Well, ideally, you'd buy a proven young player, as in terms of like a proven 24-year-old, as opposed. So yeah, that sweet spot in the middle. Mm-hmm. But I know what he's getting at. But you'll always need a mixture. But it depends what you're looking for. Like, if we were to say, let's just say Connor Bradley left tomorrow, right? And we needed to replace a Connor Bradley. Would we bring in a young player with potential or a proven right back? We'd bring in a young player with potential. So that's what you would want in that particular situation. But let's just say if Darwin Núñez left tomorrow and we need to replace a number 9, well, you would need a proven number 9 to come in and replace him. You wouldn't want to be bringing in an 18-year-old who might be good in 4 years.
Right.
Or if Virgil van Dijk left tomorrow, you don't want to bring in an
18-year-old. Right. If you had a choice of bringing in,
it just depends on what your needs are. It definitely depends on what your needs are. But ideally, a younger, like someone who's proven, but is still around 25.
Right. Yeah.
That's
Ideally,
sweet
the
spot.
proven
That's
young
the
player
sweet
would
spot.
be the best. I mean, he doesn't have to be necessarily, the world class player
proven doesn't
already.
mean 30.
Maybe has
proven
that
doesn't mean
skill.
29 or 30. Doesn't have to mean that.
Yeah. But I would say if I was going with a player, I would try to get him at that right before 23, 24 year spot. Ready for going into his prime, ready to make that next echelon.
Like look at someone like Fabian Florian Wirtz. I would love us to bring in Florian Wirtz, right? And I think he would qualify as young, but also proven. I think he's only 22, 23, but he's proven top quality player.
Mm-hmm.
He's not someone that's, he's 28, 29, but so there is something because they can get in younger now. So you can get someone the age of 23 could have 3-4 seasons top flight football under their belt. Oh, don't give him the ball.
Ryan Wirtz is 21 years old, by the way. So.
Yeah, and he's already, to me, he's a proven player. I mean, he's obviously.
You can see the class.
Yeah.
It sucks that he had an injury so young. He also had
yeah.
an injury so young, but yeah.
Oh, but also, I mean, probably again, yeah, not ideal. But the fact that he came back from it and didn't lose anything really appears to be just as good. Yeah, that's your dream player. Isn't someone that age who you just he's already world class. He's not even 22.
Right.
But what does that cost you? Pretty penny, a pretty shiny penny. Oh, poor Declan's got a sore toe. Oh, Declan, you okay?
Gordon just the poor finish right there.
That's what I associate with Gordon. Every time he's been put in a good position in this match, like he's fluffed it.
Wasteful.
Yeah, I just don't rate him. Like I watched him a lot for Everton, and I don't rate him.
Oh wow, this might be a little touchy question. I'll bring up here. This one's questions for you, Brian.
Oh, great!
To see Ireland and Northern Ireland join up for one international team.
Yeah, pass on that one. I think.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Move on from that one.
Just have a British Isles team. I was like,
I wouldn't be calling it the British Isles League. I wouldn't be calling it that.
That would not go over well at all.
I know that, man.
I heard that with the Olympics.
When you look at Britain Islands, it says the British Isles, and Ireland is generally seen as part of that.
No, we're not seen as part of that.
Yeah, let's move on from that one. Let's move on from that touchy subject.
It's an old one. I'm going back to like the 80s, where you'd look in your atlas when you were a kid, and it would say across Britain and Ireland.
Where was that atlas made and printed? Probably in London. So
it's Collins one. Collins.
Yeah, that would be the London act. Yeah. So. Well, basically, you've got England is England, Great Britain is England, Wales, and Scotland, and the United Kingdom is England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. The whole British Isles thing doesn't really do that. Yeah, no, and I was going to say what Red Archer said. There is one rugby team. They did it with the rugby team, and that wasn't that controversial. It was fine, but rugby in Northern Ireland just really isn't a thing. I mean, that combined Ireland rugby team is pretty much just fucking Ireland. But yeah, that would be very politically charged to try and do that. So,
well, if we're all one country,
there would be a nice. You would be able to put together a nice team though if both countries.
Oh, no one's arguing about it's. I mean, that isn't the. It's not about. Oh, but would it be a good team? It's. I mean,
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm just
talking about one of the most.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know, but you're talking about one of the most politically charged areas
absolutely
on the planet, and that would.
Absolutely.
I would love it to happen, as a result of other things having happened, which would be different things, and then we would just automatically have an All Ireland team. If you get what I'm
Would
saying.
you guys? How about this question? There's a question from Richard. I'll bring that up. It's a Liverpool question. I'll bring it up in 1 second. I was gonna say now, since you're talking about like combining, would it be interesting to see a continent, like have a World Cup, but be a continental World Cup in the sense of it could be like be like a Euro All-Star, be a South America All-Star, have an Africa All-Star, have a North America All-Star, an Asian All-Stars. I think that'd be kind of interesting. Don't you agree or no?
Oh, I get what you're saying. Oh, like an 11 best players from Europe versus 11 best players from South America versus 11. Oh, right. Okay.
Maybe we could do that one time or something like that. Maybe we'll do an episode or something.
Don't tell FIFA about that. They'll be like, that could make
I know.
money. And then bang goes your winter break.
Yeah.
Bang goes your winter break. There's an extra 15 games to be played.
Continental Cup. Yeah, or something like that. Yeah. I'll have to coin that first. Yeah, we'll have to coin that first. FIFA will figure out a way to take the rights away from us, but they've got better lawyers.
No, but it's a good idea for a show to pick a team from each continent.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, you already do a Euros. I mean, like, you could almost say, like, in essence, you could do, like, maybe, like, you could almost do whoever wants the Euros. You could do, like, whoever gets voted in as the Euros team of the whoever gets voted in as, you do the Euro competition, for instance, and then whoever makes it to the all team, for the for that Euros competition gets,
Yeah, but we could do a show where basically, let's just say I get North America.
Yeah.
You get South America. Lee gets Asia. JK gets Africa. Nolante can have Europe, and someone else can have Asia, and we all have to pick
you're giving
a team to put up against it, and we all have to pick like an 11 best. Like I'll pick and then we can put them into like a team builder thing.
Yeah,
and we can. That'd be So someone be looking, they'll get South America, and someone get Africa. Someone can get.
I think that would be that'd be a really good game. I mean, a good team. North America, you think would probably have. Well, then we also have to throw in. Someone have to get the Australia and the Pacific.
Oceania.
Oceania Islands and all that stuff too.
Well, see, Australia is just a continent on its own, but you have to allow them.
You have to,
you have to include some other teams to allow you to get a mix. So you could call them, instead of saying
New Zealand, and
you could, you could use the Oceania teams, because Asia would be. So you could use that, but you could give that a pass really, because if you're just talking purely continental, it'd just be the Australian team.
Right.
So someone can have that. I'm not picking that. I'm not getting that.
Yeah, not taking that one.
No, I'll be still trying to get fucking what's his name into it, Mark Viduka and that guy Lucas Neal. I was still trying to call them up. Good luck researching who can qualify for Oceania. But my money would be on from the off, probably just about South America. But it'd be an interesting show. Very, very close.
That's what I thought. I thought South America would be strongest, like man for man.
In an 11, in an 11. But Europe, off goes Grealish. He's definitely heading to O'Connell Street now for a few beers. I'm sure he'll get a lovely reception. Who's this guy? Caldwell. Okay. No, that's not called. Oh, Angel Gomez, the guy that went to Lille from Man United. He's become really, really good since he's left Man United. What who would have thunk it, eh?
Yeah, that was a bit simple thing though, you know. Make that move from a lot of these players, they get wasted there. It's mad.
And he was so highly rated as well. Now I know, like, that's Lille, that's the bloody Jim Ratcliffe club, so they'll probably buy him back for 80 million next summer or something.
I think that'd be a fun
That's a
show.
bad
By the
ball
way,
by Trent. That's a bad ball. That's a
Yeah.
collector's item.
I might have
Trent.
to take. I might have to take
Collector's
Asia
item.
for considering I talk about my Asian players so often.
Well, I don't want Europe. I know I don't want Europe anyway. I know that much.
I'll take Europe.
Yeah,
I'll take Africa if I could. I'll take
Go on
Africa.
then.
yeah. That's gonna be a fun show. I'll make sure that I'm gonna put that down as a Continental Cup, where we got to think of something. Maybe if that we're gonna call it that, or.
But you'll have to get it
that
done
might
so you
be
can
a
send them
name.
in advance because it's definitely the name of at least 15 tournaments.
Mhm.
There's a golf Continental Cup. It'll be this Continental Cup.
Mhm.
But I mean, just make
Excuse me.
one of those things where everybody send them in ahead of time, so you don't have to do all that lineup building.
Oh
shit.
yeah. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing lineup builder live. You know, as we try to pick Continental Cup participants.
We should have the Anfield Cup again, and that should be it.
Yeah, I think it'd still be good. Yeah, and by Red Armchair, I'm telling you, the front line
Don't be doing that.
That front line for Japan would be rapid. Having like Matoma maybe on the left, and maybe put maybe put Sun on the left.
Sun's on a free, you know.
Or maybe put Sun in the middle, then you can put Kubo on the right.
You know, Jonathan David, Alfonso Davies, and Son, Salah, Trent, Virgil are all on free transfers this summer. All their contracts are up this summer.
Mm-hmm.
There's some very big players going to be moving for free. And that's
those players are definitely going to move for free. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I'd go for the Alfonso Davies straight away. That's a no-brainer for me. If he ain't going to Real Madrid,
Jonathan David is top scoring in France again.
Yeah,
Jonathan David is a proper player, but I think he seemed to me maybe more like a Klopp type signing. You know,
hard by the way.
I don't know enough about him, but
it's a little of a reckless tackle by Gibbs Morgan. There was a question in the chat here for a Liverpool question, and it was: do you think Liverpool should have gotten a DM and center back to challenge in all competitions in the summer? I mean, I can answer that for myself and say I think that could we have gotten one? Certainly, we could have gotten a center backup, or that left-footed center back, especially that we've been asking for, or we could have gotten a DM. But I've been very, very vocal in that I think that the DM that we have now, who is Grava, is a player that will grow into a DM that you'll be proud of, I believe. With the way that we're utilizing him, with the way that this formation is set up for him to... Huh?
Oh, sorry, I'm just talking about Ferguson's coming on now.
Oh, okay. The way that's set up right now, I just think that he's gonna. This is set up for him to really make something of his career. I think this is the opportunity that he's been waiting for, personally.
Well, I'll answer it a little bit differently. I think, we should have bought a DM, and we should have bought a centre half. 100%, we should have done those things, and we will do both of those things,
Mhm.
if not in January or next summer. But we should have brought in a DM and as a replacement, like we were talking about earlier on, 24-year-old replacement for Endo, not for
Mhm.
Grambridge. So
Mhm.
we would have had another option in the squad in that position who was maybe a DM, but not an Endo type DM, but someone that could have complemented, like when Gravenberch needs a break or whatever. That's what I would assign him, not to replace, not to keep Gravenberch out of the frame, but to have made an upgrade in the Endo area, and then the centre back one definitely, 100%. But
Mhm.
I think. Yeah, I don't know. January, it sounds he'd say, "Oh, we'll do it in January. Maybe we'll, maybe we won't." But yeah, I just think we should have replaced Endo, and Gravenberch could still be doing what he's doing. But
I personally would not even replace Endo. I would just upgrade Endo.
well, upgrade if you want to call. Well, I would say upgrade him. Yeah, but
Right.
I mean, if they were going to sell him to Marseille or to whoever for a few million more, then I mean that was the deal that I was talking about.
Mhm.
The one where they
I just
sold
wanted.
him.
I don't
and were
mind
trying
having
to
a
say,
destroyer on the team. That's why.
no, he's fine. I just mean in terms of the 24-year-old version of Endo, not the 31-year-old version.
I got you.
That's what we should. That's what I would have done.
I just see. I was looking at it from the perspective, Brian.
No,
that
it wouldn't have been
if we were,
releasing Gravenberch.
since we were going in for Zubimendi, the way that Gravenberch has suddenly come onto the stage for us as well as an option
Well,
at the
it's
six.
timing. Yeah, life is all about timing, man.
It's all about
timing.
sliding doors. Definitely sliding
So,
doors.
exactly,
I've heard that
it's
term quite
doors.
a bit lately. The
Yeah.
sliding doors thing.
So, but
our friend Andy Cantwell
never signed one again.
Made a really cool episode called. He did the top 10 sliding doors. It's a good episode. Harry Kane coming off here, passing on the captain's band.
He qualifies for Ireland as well. Harry Kane. He's another one that qualifies for Ireland.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he could. I mean, just technically, grandmother. Yeah, definitely grandparents. Could have played for Ireland if he wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's just Lee. I'll tell you, you don't have to go far in England without meeting someone who has an Irish grandparent.
Mm-hmm.
It's really not. It's really not that unusual.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have an Irish grandparent, you qualify for Ireland.
Yeah, I had Irish grandparents who've spoken an Irish accent, because they were born there. They come over here when they're probably, I don't know, teenagers or something like maybe.
Yeah.
A lot of people's gramps had Irish accents, nan and granddad.
Yeah, it's really doesn't take. You don't have to go back. Like, you don't have to ring up. Who do you think you are? Any dig back and find. No, it's like my granny. Yeah, she's. We go to Cork. We go to Cork on summer holidays, or we go to Dublin once every couple of years to see the relatives and all that. That's what Rice and Grealish were doing. Rice's grandparents live in Ireland, so. But we'll keep the good ones. We keep the ones we want. We kept Shane McGowan, We kept him. Wasn't a great DM, but he was a great singer, songwriter.
Excellent poet.
Yeah, not Irish in any way, but if you asked anybody, the guy was. Don't try and tell me he's not Irish. But he's from London, his people are from Tipperary. But he's one of the most Irish people on the planet, Shane McGowan. Oh, look, he's got a sore paw again. Rice has got a sore paw. Oh.
See if Ireland can get something on the board here. That's cool too, by the way. I didn't know Carlsberg was the proud partner of Irish football. That's cool.
I really do like Jared Bowen. He's a good player, Jared Bowen.
Jared Bowen is an excellent player, I think.
Yeah, he's got that kind of Bobby Charlton comb over thing going on, hasn't he? Close to it. the modern version of it. There's Eze now. He knows. Ooh, you knew what he's going to do, Eze. That's what he loves to do. That little just cut in and shoot. Look, watch one touch inside and bang. He wants to put in the top corner. Good player, him. I don't know if he would we buy him. You know, it's not all about that. I just think he's a great player, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he doesn't go to Chelsea or United or something stupid like that, or even worse, City. But it'd be really interesting to see, JK, how Michael Olise gets on over Bayern Munich.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. For me, top player as well.
Where do you think he gets into that side?
That's the thing. Does he replace Sane? You know,
Yeah.
that's the thing. But I always wanted Sane at Liverpool. I thought under a top manager like Klopp, he would have been some player. I think like Pep Guardiola, he did sort of fall out with players and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, but for me, Sane, I reckon he will probably take his spot. Gnabry's there, who I don't really rate anyway. So there is a spot for him, you know.
So you could be looking at like Musiala, Elise, and somebody behind a striker. Who's going to play behind Harry Kane?
Harry Kane. Yeah.
Yeah. So who'd be if they were doing a 4-2-3-1? It'd be like Elise, Musiala, and either like a Coman or a Sane or a Gnabry, Muller.
Yeah, that then.
Yeah,
like for me, Coman's not really like he was ready to be sold in the summer. Coman.
Yeah, 100%. Everyone thought he was gone. He was one of those.
That's what I thought.
He'll be gone. 2 days after the window opens, he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's another one who's free next
him.
year. I think he's another one who's free next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely very, very close to being out of contract.
Yeah, so that's probably why they were pushing it for him to go this year.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's around 29 now as well.
Okay.
He's getting on, actually. He's one of those players who is older than you kind of think he is.
He is. Okay.
But very similar, like Sane, Coman, Gnabry, these real, like, super rapid wingers.
Mm-hmm.
Sane, when he was good at City, he was good, man. I used to hate
He was.
Oh, I didn't like it when he was good and playing against us on the ball.
Always against us. He stepped up, didn't he? Remember?
He was just rapid. Kind of unstoppable on his day type player, but very inconsistent career-wise.
That's the problem. Exactly.
Oh.
Five minutes. We can get 2 and 5. Don't worry. We can get 2 and 5. Give it, ref. Give it. Give it. He nearly broke his leg, ref. Come on. That's got to be a penalty and a red. That's assault. That's an assault.
Distance. I thought there might have been something in that, and then when you saw the close-up, I was like, God, how wrong was I?
No, yeah. He held his hand a little bit, but that wasn't.
Yeah, but look at Rice. Rice catches his boot. It was nearly a leg breaker. He should be banned for 7 games for that, I think. Gibbs White. I can't. Gibbs White. He came on, didn't he?
Yeah. I said Gibbs Morgan. Gibbs White. Yeah.
He's a good player. He's a good player, that guy, actually.
Do you think so? Wow.
Oh, that's a good ball. I don't like saying it, but that's a great. Oh, Eze. Oh, you messed that up, mate.
Excuse me.
That's it. Hoof it, Queeving. Just hoof it.
5 minutes of extra time here. Looking at Ireland, hoping to get something of a consolation goal here. Maybe even do what Brian said, which is have the ultimate comeback.
Well, not with this refereeing conspiracy against us. It's not going to happen. It's clear now. Well done, Queeveen. That's a good save. Now that's a good save. Bye bye, Bazunu.
That was a great save, by the way, by Kelleher.
You see, this is the thing. Like the other guy had this thing. It's like, well, Queeveen, you're on the bench, and Bazunu is playing for Southampton. So I'm going to play Bazunu. It's just like, yeah, but that's stupid, you know. Oh, great save. Oh, that's a great fucking save, Queeveen.
Terrible shot.
That is a great fucking save.
Bang at him, man. Right at him.
I don't know, man.
Now I'm talking about the one that Eze
the other.
Yeah, the one.
That is a great save. That is a great save.
The other one was a good save.
Oh, you're talking about Eze's?
Yeah, the Eze one.
Saka shot.
His off the rebound. That's off the rebound's one thing, but he was offsides anyway, though.
Yeah, the save from Saka was a great save.
Yeah. No, I'm saying Saka, I think, was
One
offsides.
out of
I think Saka was offsides, to be honest with you.
Queeveen didn't know that.
Oh no, he didn't. He didn't. He made a great save. He's made 2 great saves right there.
Oof, in 30 seconds, he's stopped it getting embarrassing. Eze, though.
It is weird, Richard. It is weird.
What's weird?
He says, I don't know about funny, but it's weird that that was a poor giveaway. That the 2 goal scorers are Rice and Grealish.
Yeah, thanks for
reminding you. Bring that one up. Interesting. I don't know why Ferguson didn't start. I would have thought he would have started today. That's just weird.
No minutes, man. I don't think that's what I was just saying earlier. He hasn't played at all this season.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the fact that he was only able to come on for the last 10, I think that just shows you he's just not fit. If he was kind of on the cusp of starting, he'd get half an hour.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, get on that plane pretty quick, lads. Get on that plane pretty quick. No nights out in Temple Mar for Grealish and Rice.
None of that. Definitely. No checking out the sites. No Blarney Stones for you. Two nothing is the final. 2-0 is the final. Ireland has come up short, but they always will go along in the hearts of the Irish.
Yeah, Aaron Gabra.
There you go. Who are you going to give the man of the match to?
Kelleher.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same as.
Is it because it could have been a lot worse?
I don't know. Like I was saying before, I was saying, like, if this was an FA Cup match, England would be Arsenal and Ireland would be like Sheffield Wednesday or something. You know, that's the difference in levels between what they were playing. So England kind of outshone us and, you know, have much better players. That was obvious. but none of them like were amazing, and it was like stood out like without, oh, that guy's one of the best in the world. So Kelleher stopped it being a bit of an embarrassment, really, with those two saves. I don't want it to be 4-0. So yeah, give it to Kelleher. I'm sure an England fan would probably say something like Trent.
Trent was good in this game. His passing was pretty on point. And you're right about that whole difference when it comes to the whole Maguire trying to do a diagonal. It just goes woefully out of bounds.
Yeah. Stay in your lane, Harry. Stay in your lane.
Yeah. Well, we got some other international bouts going on today. Let's see. We got JK's in. You're still in England, right, JK?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Germany is going to be facing or hosting Hungary today.
Mm-hmm.
It is very interesting that despite the fact that a war is going on, that Ukraine will be playing Albania.
Albania.
Albania. Excuse me.
You can tell Americans that no countries in Europe.
No world love.
Just think it's England and Paris, London and Paris.
I'm thinking Albany. First off, Albany is actually a city in New York.
State.
In New York. I was thinking something else. Albania.
Albany is state.
It's not even spelled the same. No, Albany is spelled with a Y. Yeah. I just had Albany on my mind. I was actually, I was talking to someone from New York yesterday. So
it's
but they're playing in Czech. They're playing in Prague, actually.
Yeah, those boys are, big up, man. Those boys are fighting back. They're not going to let shit stop them. I know we talk about like a lot of, players that have kind of, shit going on behind the scenes or whatever like that. Like there's Ukrainian players all over Europe who are playing football, not knowing where their family are. Some of them, they've got people fighting in that war that want to be there fighting in that war. And they're out there representing. Oh, he had a bad game yesterday. It's just his fucking cousin is on the front line against Russia. Dude, chill out. It's like all those Ukrainian boys. Like there are. I mean, in the last obviously 2 years, there's been thousands of Ukrainians that have come to Waterford. There's like a housing complex just down the road from me now that's been given over to them, and they're like, they're really improving kind of the area already and what they're in some of the things that they're doing. They're great. They're great people, but they want to be at home. They don't want to be here. So, yeah, I think the fact that they have their team to watch tonight, they can put them on the TV. They can forget about all that shit and cheer on their team. That's kind of what football is all about. So, yeah, I hope they win, man. Hope they win.
Yeah, best of luck to Ukraine. Best of luck to America today. We are going to be facing a lot of the call-ups for America are not going to be big names. A lot of the names that are going to be on this USA team.
Who's your star player right now? Who would be the US star? Who's your Landon Donovan? Is still Pulisic, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, Pulisic.
Is he fit at the moment?
He is technically fit, but I don't think he's
with him, man. It's the only thing with him. It's the only thing with that kid.
You'd be surprised, man. He's doing really well in Italy right now.
He is, but I just mean over his career, it's the only thing that's held him back.
Yeah.
It's the only thing. Like, I think he's brilliant. I wanted us to sign him at big time. I thought he was better than the other guy. I thought he's much better than Werner. If you'd offer me both, I thought he was much better than Werner. But yeah, I know he has been excellent in AC. That was a really good move for him. It's worked out really well. Again, whatever you can do, if you can get away from Chelsea, do it.
Yeah. No, I mean, Weston is a good player. I wouldn't say he's their best player, but he's one. He's a
Weston
really,
McKennie.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's a very good player. I would say Balogun is a good player. Balogun is a good player. I don't know if going to France was the best move for him right now, but I think Balogun's a very good player. I'll tell you who's overlooked and is an excellent player but he made a stupid mistake in Copa is Weah.
Yeah, George Weah's son.
Yeah,
a lot of
he's a very good player. You talk about David for Canada. He has that similar like style of pace and like brilliance on the ball when he gets it sometimes.
Who's your keeper right now?
That's the unique thing about America. This run for in American or U.S. men's national team history, I would go as far as to say this is one of the first times our best player hasn't been our goalkeeper. Usually,
that's what I was asking. That's usually the way.
Best player is the goalkeeper or the player with the most international caps or not international caps, but you know what I mean, playing for like a big name team or something like that. Usually,
Friedel, Howard.
Yeah,
Friedel and Howard. I mean, Man United.
Casey Keller,
Friedel, and Howard. I mean, that's basically.
And shout out to Tim Howard too. Did you say Howard?
Yeah, those two. They're the three for me. Like that.
Yeah.
For you, but it's like it's.
Friedel,
Brad Friedel has over 350 Premier League games, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, unbelievable for Blackburn. He was good for us. He never got his chance really for us, but he was at Blackburn back in the day when all you had to do was be a goalkeeper.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fair enough, you can pass 20 yards or something, but it didn't matter. Like when all you had to do was be a goalkeeper, Friedel was one of the best in the league.
Yeah,
Friedel, and I'm sure he could have learned how to play. And it's not they just didn't have to. But when you were talking about being athletic and shot stopper, I thought Friedel kind of got overlooked at Liverpool in maybe James a little bit. Did they overlap?
Yeah, James is a rival, wasn't he, Brad Friedel?
Yeah, I thought Friedel was probably much more reliable.
I just saw a piece on where Friedel talks about how he got his move. To when he was
Howard has Tourette's. Yeah, that's sorry. MK told you. Sorry, I just did a Tourette's thing there and shouted out. I'm sorry. MK told Tim Howard. He said that like when he was close to retirement, he said he had Tourette's and he managed to hide it for most of his career. Imagine hiding Tourette's. That is one of the most psychologically difficult things. He's a sports commentator.
He's a pundit now on Fox and not Fox, excuse me, on Peacock, So he's on there at the the Robbies and all them, and that's pretty impressive. Yeah.
Exactly. That's really impressive.
But yeah, our goalkeeper situation is a weird situation.
Oh, was it? Okay.
And it's one of those situations where normally we have a very, very talented goalkeeper in the net. Matt Turner currently is going through some confidence issues, I guess you could say. But I mean, heck,
you're still maintaining that link. You're still maintaining that link of having an American keeper in the Premier League.
Oh no, there's plenty of them. There are, or at least there were, at one time.
No, I mean right now.
Yeah, I remember that Zach Steppen was for a long time. He was the backup goalkeeper for Manchester City, and he's got some Premier League titles.
They sold him, didn't they?
They end up selling him. Yeah.
Yeah, they brought in the other guy then. Who's the other? Yeah, Turner. Cheshire Forest wanted to buy Kelleher, didn't they? So maybe. And I think they offered us Turner, if I read that correctly. I think they offered us Turner as basically, as a kind of a stopgap backup if we were to buy him. I don't know if I read that correctly, but
No, that's the one thing is that we were hoping to get that kind of player, but we just never did. In goalkeeper for this quote unquote golden era, if we had like a Tim Howard,
But is Stefan not up there then? Is Stefan not good enough? Like, is he not getting the number?
No, he doesn't start. He doesn't even make the bench, I don't think now.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I don't even think he's on the bench. Like Ethan Horvat, he plays for Cardiff City.
I don't think we need to rest VVD at all this season. I'd say I wouldn't be.
Oh, Nolante wants to do that. Is that a comment from Nolante?
Yeah, I just seem to say I don't know, man. I think
Nolante is very much on the. I think you will see bits and pieces of that happen this year.
Tiny wee bit.
Yeah.
But in cups.
In cup games, Like I think his management of minutes will be better handled this year than they were last year. To possibly get the most out of Virgil.
There's no Premier League game I see that I think, oh, you rest Virg there, yeah, no problem. Rest Salah there, no problem. I want them starting every Premier League game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, today we're going up against Canada's our competition today. So I'm not sure if Davies is going to be playing or, David or any of their big names on their roster.
Good news. Good news. Breaking news. Breaking news in the chat.
Oh, from Ian?
Yeah. Ali signed a new deal.
Go on.
Wow.
Nice one, Ian.
20. What does that mean, though, for now? What does that say to the goalkeeper that we just signed?
Bro, yeah.
Yeah. This looks like a 1 year extension. Basically.
This is a 1 year extension.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that just makes it where.
Oh no, it's not a new deal. Sorry, yeah. What's that say? Dated August 2021. I don't know what that means. Someone just said, yeah, he signed a new deal, and said, yeah, just check BBC. Liverpool goalkeeper committed his future res by signing a new contract dated August 2021. Oh right, okay, I get. Someone's been putting a fake link to an old. Right, okay. Yeah.
Okay. I was just going to say that even if it is a case of him going to 2027 or even getting a year extension or something along those lines, maybe it's a case of keeping the value up for moving on, possibly.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, no. They're just saying. Oh, they're talking about something different. Sorry. They're just saying he signed until 2027. They're talking about. Sorry, I totally misread that. Sorry.
Okay.
My fault. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just about what he's signed up until.
That's cool though.
Yeah, like we were talking about last night. He is, of all the people in contract area, he's the one that I'm least worried about.
Well, yeah, remember the news I brought up was that he's looking for, he's saying that he'll either see out his contract or he'll hopefully sign a new contract with this club. He loves it here. And that's something that you have to give props to, for a player that says that, because it's unique that we as fans, we ask for loyalty from our players, but yet so often some of us aren't the most loyal to those same players at times. And it's like, it's a
he's come out, he's given us the standard. He's come out and said, look, if I get I'm either going to see out my deal or I'm going to leave. When you break it down, that's all he said. He said, look, I've signed a contract. I want to stay here. I'm happy here. Like I said, he's the last guy that I expect to see with a tweet or a comment from an agent trying to make noise to cook up a transfer to a Real Madrid or something like that.
Yeah.
I always expected him just come out, hey, look, because I know JK, we were talking about last night. I said, he knows we got all these players, Van Dijk, Salah and Trent, and everyone's talking about them. So I think he's just done a really good job by coming out and saying, look, I'm going to talk about my contract and put it to bed by saying there's no issue with me. You know, I'm here for 2 more years minimum. So
that's what we need.
Like, don't be talking about me in your stupid transfer kind of rumor stories. I'm happy here. Kind of
right. Don't get me mixed up in asking me
to make it 4.
Right.
You know, like, because people would do that. Oh, there's 4 Liverpool players nearly out of contract.
No, yeah. I like when he's shooting it down. He's shutting that down and basically saying, look, I'm not going to answer questions on other people's contract circumstances, and I'm not going to answer questions on my own because I don't have.
But he's not coming out banging for a new deal either, banging the drum for a new deal.
Right.
You know, he's just there. Look, I'm happy. Go talk to somebody else about contract stuff. I mean, next question, please. That's what you want. Is just next question. Don't be trying to create something where there is nothing.
Right. Great.
I'm sure he's being very well paid, and he's very happy where he is.
Yep.
Everybody seems to like the new manager. Well, I'm sure not everyone will like him, but you know, they like the new direction. It's working well. So no rocking of the boat is needed.
Well, yeah. I've said that too. I said that I know one of the things that Pops and I were talking about a lot is that the best way to get like a player like your, Mo Salah's to be on board or to want to re-sign a deal with you, is to have a actual situation or have a club going in the right direction, have a program that actually has promise and has some real foundation and has real direction in where it's going. And that's what I believe is the difference when you say, yes, you can sign with a Chelsea, or for big for long-term deals, or you can sign with Manchester United for big time money. But both of those organizations or both of those clubs are in places that aren't exactly foundationally sound. So look, there's nothing like winning. There's nothing like winning. It makes me think of ever seen the movie Major League by any chance?
Oh, jeez, that's an old one. Fuck.
It's an old one.
Wow, Jesus, Major League. I think I remember actually renting that on VHS. That's how old.
That's how old it is. Yes, it is an old film.
Yeah. Oh, there's no in the 80s, man. There was nothing like a baseball comedy.
Yeah,
there was nothing like a good old. American
also in the 80s, there was something called VHS tapes. People,
yes,
for some of those scratching their heads, like, what the heck's a VHS?
Yeah,
like people found them now. If kids now found them buried somewhere, they'd be like, "What the hell is this thing?" Look,
No, I think I'll tell you what. They'll say, "What the hell is this thing?" You got Betamax. I don't know. That was like VHS's like competition for a while.
Very few people had Betamax, and if they did, you generally laughed about it. I do remember me nan having one, but it wasn't even hers. This old man over the road gave it to her after me granddad died, and she was bored or something. Like, this old man over the road giving her like a Betamax because all she ever had. Me nan was just like a portable telly, you know what I mean? She wasn't massive on it. But I remember her having one of them. It was more like cassette, the cassette tapes. Well, they're not cassettes, are they? What would you call them? Just tapes. They were smaller, they weren't as big as VHS. They were like more tiny when you put them in, I think, anyway. That's what I remember.
Yeah. Or some of those Betamax too, they would have like the remember how big, remember when some of those people would have, like, some parents would have like the big they'd have the actual where you stick either the beta or the VHS tape into the recorder, into the actual video recorder. That was something in itself too. But before we date ourselves way too much, the only reason I was bringing up Major League was because in that they were the owner was trying to make them lose because she wanted to sell the team, or she wanted to move the team or sell the team or something like that. the only way she could move or sell the team was by them losing.
I think it was moving the franchise.
Yeah,
definitely. I think she wanted to move it. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, okay.
and saying that there's nothing like
points aren't important.
Yeah, like as in everyone was like Cleveland was not for baseball. Cleveland was not exactly a party in itself. But once they started winning, all of a sudden the city got electric. Fans started showing up. There's like fan clubs popping up here and there. It's unique. Winning changes your demeanor and your hope or direction with where you see your future taking you sometimes.
But I think that's why you've got people who have a very different unique view of that, because we're already there. Like, we're not a club that needs to win to build a history of winning. We're not a club that needs to say this is a historical, like, we're not a Spurs that's starting out, because it's like we have those trophies, we have that cabinet, we've done all that, we have the heritage, we have the history.
Yep.
We don't have to, nobody looks at our club going, oh, are they a trophy winning club? Are they a challenging club? Right. No, it's Liverpool. We literally invented England being good at European football. We literally fucking invented that. English clubs being good at English football. We that's us. That's our thing. Like, you're talking about identity earlier on. Look, we challenged for the league for a long time. We went toe to toe with Man United in numbers, but our heritage, our thing, what we're all about is being unbelievably dominant in Europe and pulling off some of the greatest results of all time in Europe. That's us. We represent, as far as I'm concerned, Liverpool represents England in Europe. No other club does. As far as I'm concerned, we do.
Yeah. We're not going that far back to the 8 tracks. That's taking it back. That's definitely taking it back. That's like going from the 80s to the 70s. But by the way,
everybody, you gotta get that car with an 8-track player. Away you go.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you can't listen to something going down the freeway unless it's on an 8-track, right?
It's bad enough if you have a tape player in your car, much less an 8-track.
8-tracks are crazy. We didn't get them here. We did. Now, you often say, like, oh, did you get these things here? Did you get? Global society and all that. But 8-tracks is something we literally did not get here. We don't know.
8-tracks.
They didn't put 8-track players. They put 8-track players in cars in America. They didn't put those in.
That's almost like
European cars. So they don't. They literally don't exist in.
That's almost as crazy as like there was an era. It was short-lived, but they used to have laser discs. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh yeah, the laser. Yeah.
They're like you can get like sometimes they have
just an incredibly expensive version of an album, basically.
Yeah, basically it's just a gold-plated. Yeah, it's just not literal gold, but it's like a gold-colored.
You put it on a shit stereo, it's just going to sound the same as your tape. I mean, it costs you, but it's all about your speakers. Put it on this. You have to have, and then but you have to have a laser disc player. It's like, oh, how much are they? Oh, well, come to my office. $3,000 just to play your laser discs and shit. Yeah, I love all that old technology.
I still have a laser disc somewhere. I have one in the house somewhere. It's the Beastie Boys.
Oh, I've surely got something somewhere like that as well. I've got all kinds of bits and pieces of lost, forgotten media, and it's like
it's like you can't, unless you have a laser disc player, you're not ever going to be able to use a laser disc.
Yeah, like the VHSs, the stuff that's on the video. You see loads of people putting up YouTube channels now of converted VHS footage.
Yeah,
it's not about
like some of our
the players.
Yeah,
like the stuff that's it's about having the actual hardware to play them on. That's gone. Those are things that disappear.
If you know a VHS and you had VHSs could be so annoying when you had to dial in the tracking, they called it.
Yeah, the tracking, dude. The tracking. Oh my god!
Funny.
If you know what tracking is, you're
Yeah,
fucking old school.
you're old.
I
You're old. You
I
might be
haven't
old.
I haven't I have not heard somebody mention the whole idea of tracking in about 25 years. Wow. You are, yeah, if you know what
Yeah,
tracking is, yeah. The little dial, you're trying to get it right. It's like, oh man. When did we have to become scientists to watch a movie?
yeah,
You know?
yeah, yeah.
Um,
So for those of that
yeah.
watch, you might know it from what's the name of the movie now? The Netflix movie. It's a shoot. I can't believe I'm going blank on it. It's the one where it's set in the 80s. They have a bunch of like because they work at a
Stranger Things. Is that
Stranger Things. Yes, that's it. Yeah,
That's a
they work at
series.
an actual like videotape
Yeah.
store, like a
Yeah.
bootleg blockbuster style store.
Yeah. Apparently, that's just like a nostalgia overload for people. That's why it's the biggest thing ever. Because if
Yeah,
you're a child in
absolutely. I
the
think
80s
so.
or 90s, that thing just blows people's minds. It's like
Yeah,
Spielberg filming their childhood. It's like
yeah,
they can't take it. They can't handle it. It's just too much nostalgia for them. People
yeah.
like that is a fucking phenomenon. That Stranger
Oh
Things.
yeah, Stranger Things
Yeah.
was huge hit, huge hit.
Yeah. Never seen it. Never
Huh.
seen it. I've never even seen 2 minutes of it. I know there's a girl in it that's really famous now, Millie Bobby Brown or something. I think that's her. Is that her? I think this is
Mhm,
this girl that's become like a superstar because of it. I know that
mhm.
much, and I know it's like nostalgia overload from the 80s. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
be
almost
kind
there
to you.
used to be in America. There, I think the last. I think it finally closed. I want to say, I'm not positive, but there used to be the last blockbuster was in
Yes,
Alaska.
yeah, there was one up in Ohio, I think it was, but it was like not officially a blockbuster because
Mhm,
people had bought and they just kind of left the name up and nobody told them to take it down, kind of thing.
mhm,
But they were like, "We're still trading."
mhm.
They're like, "No, we're for whatever weird reason, we're still trading, so we don't need to close
Yeah,
down."
block
I get the bot's gone out of
once
the market.
streaming got around, Blockbuster
Yeah,
was doomed because it
yeah, I
was
think
difficult. There was for a long time. I had Netflix back in the day when Netflix wasn't streaming. It was Netflix. You got a
you just went
DVD in the
online.
mail.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay, right. I remember.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Wow.
that's old, I know, but
Dude,
you used to like
there's people who
figure out
work
what
at
movie you
Netflix.
wanted, and then you had to wait for that movie to show up in your mailbox so you
No,
can
dude,
watch it.
there are people on the board who own Netflix who don't even remember what you were talking about.
Yeah, I bet they do. I wish I
That
had. I wish
that
I
was
had
really
invested
short
in
lived as well,
Netflix
though, wasn't it?
back
That was
then.
really short lived as well. That
Yeah,
whole like would send you your movie. That was actually quite short lived. As soon as they realized, like,
even when Netflix had streaming though, they used to have you had the two options too because like a lot of those titles weren't available
oh,
on.
free, you had free Netflix, and it's what do
Yeah,
they call it? Region specific,
yeah, yeah.
which is
Like
one
you
of the
have like
reasons
there were like
VPNs.
certain movies that you could stream or you could like you could watch, and then there were certain movies that if you wanted them, if it was a title that you wanted, you had to actually like get the DVD sent to you. So,
Yeah, there was like there was
Blockbuster videos, yeah.
free
yeah.
Netflix and kind of yeah.
Remember how big Blockbuster videos was?
Oh, it's huge.
Mm.
And it disappeared. Tower Records as well. Remember Tower Records?
Tower Records, definitely up.
There's a
Tower
film
Yeah,
about
Records
that.
was one of the biggest Tower Records was in Philadelphia, and like I think they even I want to say the movie there was a movie with
Yeah.
Cusack, right?
Yeah, there's a movie about
that's high fidelity.
trailer.
That's
High Fidelity. Okay.
yeah, well, that's a book. That was a book by Nick Hornby, the guy that wrote that Arsenal movie. But yeah, that's based on a book. It's kind of like he wrote an English version of like three kind of muso heads that run a music store,
Mm-hmm.
and they turned it into they turned it into an American version for the movie. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Nick Hornby, what's that? What's the book? The Nick Hornby one. It's really famous because he's an Arsenal fan. It's about being a football fan. It's the one that made him a fucking gazillionaire. Oh,
Mm.
it's what's it like? It's like a way day or something like that. And then he wrote High Fidelity. Um, Oh, I've forgotten the name, but anyway, he wrote a famous book. It's about football. They made that into a Fever Pitch. Thank you,
Fever Pitch. There you
Yeah,
go.
they made that into a movie as well. I think with Sean Bean and someone like that. And then he had the other big movie, which was I think it's called About a Boy, which he was kind of famous at that stage. And Hollywood just lapped that one up because it's really sentimental. And that guy just made like in the space of about 5 years, 10 years, he's just like
retirement money.
Yeah, triple digits, 9 figures type of stuff. Probably with his global sales. So yeah, within the 90s he had that run, Fever Pitch, About a Boy, and the other one, High Fidelity, all huge movies. But yeah, he's an Arsenal fan, so fuck him.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the lot of yeah. What an era! What an era! 90s, 80s, unique era to say the least.
Oh, Dara's in.
Hey, yes, Dara. Yes, yeah.
Enjoyed the game.
Oh man, video rental was a huge industry. It's no longer. It's so crazy how industries like come and go. You know, sometimes they come and go. A lot of it's like with those technology. I mean, like there's some technology out there that was huge. Probably used it more than you think, and then all of a sudden, like I don't think many of you have actual, not what do they call it now? It's where like shoot, now I can't believe I'm going blank on the name of what it's called. It's not voicemail, but it's like when you would call, used to be you would call people on the phone, and if you didn't get them, they had an actual like box
answering machine.
I couldn't think of that name. I'm sorry. That's how crazy it is. When's the last time you said, "Hey, you have an answer machine"? When's the last time you said that?
I need to change the tape in my answering machine. Like the ones that had actual tapes in it. Forget the ones you could wipe. The ones
I think on Seinfeld, George had one. Believe it or not, I'm not home, or something like that. Or whatever.
MK Toe has got us bang to rights here. Liverpool guys do love to talk about the 80s and 90s.
Oh, yeah, sure. Why wouldn't you want to talk about the 80s? 90s, but the 80s, yeah, definitely. The 80s were definitely that era for Liverpool.
Do you want some boring? Oh, hey, do you have any trivia questions left?
Oh, do you want me? I can give you a couple. I can give you a couple bonus trivia questions.
Well, you put some together. I'm of your list. If you have any, you want
yeah. Oh, I've got. Yeah, I had like. I only did like
a few more people in the chat, like so. Throw a few out.
Okay, I'll give you this. How about this? This
is the underwater walk. Oh, Ian Mack, man, dude, he remembers working in Dixon's in Liverpool, and he can remember selling the Sony Walkman you could go underwater with. Do you remember the underwater Walkman? Do you remember?
Oh, yeah. It was like a yellow or something, right?
Yeah, it was yellow. It had all those scuba shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that. It was just basically a Walkman.
That was next level. That was next level. Now, hey, you want to take your music underwater.
Yeah. The Walkman wasn't waterproof. The Walkman was in no way waterproof.
It was just no way. You couldn't put your headphones in the water.
Yeah. It is bright yellow and all that. Yeah, I remember them, man.
But your Walkman could go in the water. There you go. That was such a great era. All right, here's a question for you guys here.
Splash-proof. Yeah.
Which two teams played in the Miracle of Belo Horizonte? Excuse me. Which two teams played in the Miracle of Belo
Horizonte? Belo Horizonte. Yeah. That's in Brazil, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
That was when. Fuck.
It does. The world does change every 10 years, but it seems like stuff that was hip in the 70s will make a resurgence in the 90s, and things that are hip in the 80s will make a resurgence in it's crazy like that. Usually it's like give something like 10, 20 years, it'll be right back into being cool.
Yeah, it's a 30-year cycle in music. It's well known in music. 30 years, something becomes cool again. Crap. I think it's when Uruguay bet Brazil. Is it when Uruguay bet Brazil? Is it?
Uruguay. Nope.
No.
Not Uruguay. Not Uruguay versus Brazil. And Nolante, yes. One of them is England. One of the teams is England. Any guesses from you, JK? Big up Callum. Callum got it. England's 1-0 defeat to the USA at the 1950 World Cup.
1950 World Cup. Yeah, when the amateurs beat them.
Yep. Is a match that's gone down in English football infamy. So much it has its own.
Oh yeah, sorry, Barney. Sorry, Barney came in late. All the questions are about international football.
Mm-hmm.
Just
has some international connection.
Yeah. I think she was trying to. Yeah, just because I don't think she was in earlier on. So any of the questions that are left over, it's all like international stuff, basically.
I could probably let me see if I can find one. I could find one maybe with a club, like club one. If you really want.
No, I'm just wondering if you had any left over from the Euro.
I have. Yeah, I have
10 questions each that you were going to ask before we ran out.
How about this? That was a fun one. I wanted to definitely give a shout to my USA. But how about this?
No, that's a good one. That is
Jack
a famous
Charlton. Jack Charlton didn't play for the Irish national team, but he did manage them in the prosperous years. Which English club did Jack play for? Was it Liverpool, Leeds United?
He played for Leeds.
Yeah.
Leeds. Right. There you go. Bang on.
Yeah.
Didn't have to go through all the multiple choice there. Or how about this then? Which of these clubs has goalkeeper Shay Given not played for? Manchester City, Blackburn Rovers, Chelsea, or Newcastle United?
Chelsea.
Guys are on fire now. Here's a fun one for you, Dara. I got one for you, Dara. Here's one for you, Dara. England failed to beat any of their group stage opponents at the 2014 World Cup. Uruguay and Italy, and which other team? I can give you the multiple choice if you need it. You think
2014 World Cup, Italy, England,
Uruguay and Italy both beat
probably an African
England.
team.
What was the third team that England failed to beat? Nolante got it right. Bingo.
Oh, okay.
Shout. Yes, Costa Rica.
Yeah, I remember that. They had a good tournament then. Well, they didn't have a good tournament. They were decent.
Costa Rica was 0-0 was the score, and that Costa Rica versus England match has gone down as one of the worst games in World Cup history. Fun fact.
Bless Nolante.
Yeah.
That's probably why Nolante clearly watched that game. That's why it's still embedded in his brain.
Yeah, maybe. How about this? Jeff Hurst famously scored a hat trick in the 1966 World Cup final.
Yeah.
Who scored the other goal in England's 4-2 win over West Germany? Jeff Hurst famously scored a hat trick in the 1966 World Cup final. Who scored the other goal in England's 4-2 win over West Germany? It was not Charlton. It was not Bobby Charlton.
No, it wasn't Charlton. It wasn't Bobby Charlton.
Nope. That was one of my multiple. If you got the multiple choice, that was one of the multiple choice. But that was not.
If you give me the multiple choice, I'll get it.
I'll give you the multiple choice. Hope you didn't see. Hope you didn't see the chat.
No, I haven't seen the chat because
Okay, so the multiple choice is Bobby Moore, Moray, right? Or Bobby, right? Bobby Moray.
Bobby Moore,
right? Okay, yeah. Bobby Moore, Bobby Charlton, Roger Hunt.
Yeah, it was Roger Hunt.
Norton. No, it was.
It was Peters. It was Martin Peters.
Right. Yeah, and Nolante got it right too.
My dad's favorite player,
Peters scored, and surprisingly so, Norton Peters scored the winning goal technically in that game. By the way, because he scored the second goal of that game in the 70th.
Where's Norm? Norm was probably there. Where's Norm?
Norm was probably there. I know. Yeah, right.
But Roger Hunt.
Well, that Russian linesman, it's all down to that Russian linesman. You know, he gave the goal that was supposedly over the line, but probably definitely wasn't. Almost certainly wasn't.
I'll give you another one. Here's another fun one. All right, how about this? What proportion of their World Cup penalty shootouts have England won in their history of taking World Cup penalty shootouts? What percentage have they won? I have a multiple choice.
Well, how many?
10.
Yeah, how many have they? Like, how many have they taken?
Oh, if I give you that, it'll.
No, but how many penalty shootouts have they been in? I mean,
yeah, I know. If I give you that number, it'll probably give it away.
Okay. I'll go with 30%. If that.
I can give you the percentages 0. I'll give you multiple choice. Oh, you want to take a stab before I give you?
No, I'd say 20. I think they probably. I can think of. They've been in
0,
1, 2, 3,
25%, 33%, or 40%.
Yeah, no, I just think it's just like they're trying to think. Sorry, I'm just trying to think how many they've been in, and I think they've won. I think they've won 1. I think they've been in 4. I think they've won 1. So I'll go with 25%.
Wow, look at that. Brian using his big brain. That's correct.
Okay,
can you name the one penalty shootout that they won?
Oh, that most recent one. It was under Southgate. The most recent one, I think, wasn't it? I think it was that most recent one that they won.
Okay. Wait, which one?
I can't remember which team they played. Yeah, no, I can't. But it was, they won one recently, definitely. And it was the first time they'd won one. Was it against Spain, maybe?
Trent scored, didn't it?
No, 2018 against Colombia, they won.
Colombia, okay.
They won the shootout.
Okay, so not that recently, but yeah, because they literally have. I mean, they're bad at it. I mean, they're bad at penalty shootouts. I mean, but I knew they'd won 1, so it was just a matter of how many had they been in.
How about this? Which of these World Cup winners was born in England? Was it Simone Perrotta, Joan Capdevila,
Simeone Perrotta, Juan Capdevila,
Eric Durm, or Christian Carambu?
Christian Carambu. It was the first guy, the Italian guy, I think.
Is that your guess?
Perrotta, I think it's Perrotta.
Perrotta? Is that what you're saying? You want to go with that too, JK?
I'll go with the third guy.
Eric Durm?
Yeah.
Durm. Okay. Eric Durm. German guy, right?
I was seeing if the chat wanted to guess, take a wild guess on one of them. It was, I don't think anyone's guessing in the chat. I got you, Dara. I'll bring up your question in a second, Dara. It was Perrotta. Perrotta was part of Italy's World Cup squad in 2006 and was born in Ashton-under-Lyne.
Yeah. You know what? I'm pretty good at this shit. I knew it. I knew it was him.
Got it.
Yeah. I know Carambo was born in Carambo won the World Cup for France. But he's born in one of the. I think he might be born in Réunion. I know he might have been born in France, but he's obviously of extraction. But I knew there was like that guy. I knew there was an Italian guy. I didn't know it was Perrotta, but I knew there was an Italian guy that had done it. So when you game it, as soon as I heard the Italian guy, I was like, yeah, it's him. It was. I didn't know it was Parada, but I knew it was an Italian guy.
Here's one for you, then, Brian, and see if the chat can get this one. Kevin Dole left Cork City for which English club in 2005?
Bowen?
Kevin Doyle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doyle.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, Kevin Doyle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he went to.
Yeah. No matter how many times you say it, it's just it's gonna be the same person. But yes.
No, you said Dole. I heard Dole.
You said Kevin Doyle.
Doyle.
Yeah, he went to Reading.
Okay.
I don't know if he went directly to Reading. No, he went directly to Reading. Okay. Well,
Yep.
I know. Yeah, he went. He was really
June
good.
7th, 2005. He signed for Reading. Signed a 2-year deal for Reading.
One of the last to go from an Irish club directly to like a top. Like I mean, in terms of like Reading were good then. He played in the Premier League with them, but like that is him and Seamus Coleman is probably one of the last two that have gone from directly from an Irish club to that. So yeah, but Kevin Doyle and Kevin Hunt and Noel Hunt, they were at Reading as well, and those guys. Yeah, Kevin Doyle, he was on 40 grand a week when that was probably about 120 grand a week now, and they're at Reading.
Oh, that's big time money, yeah.
Yeah, that's big money. Like so, and he's only from down the road, and he was a bang average striker. He really was. He was like 8 goals, 10 goals, maybe a season. But yeah, he does a lot of commentary over here. Good to see it, but those days are gone, man. People being that good playing for Irish clubs, going directly to a top English club, those days are pretty much done.
How about this then? Which of these players has not received a red card for England? Oh, and I forgot Dara. I'll bring up your question in a second. I'll bring up your question next, Dara. By the way, I hope you're still with us, Dara. In our slight break from the heat at 33 degrees Celsius today.
Dara's kicking doors in summer.
Yeah. Oh, it's party time at 33 degrees Celsius. I got you, Dara. I got you. Let me say this. Which of these players has not received a red card for England? Was it David Batty, Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard, or Paul Scholes? One of those players has not received a red card for England.
Scholes. I'll give it.
Okay. Irishman, who do you want to go with? I'm waiting for this. I'll give the chat a chance to answer too. That's why I didn't say yes or no.
You said Batty, you said Scholes, Gerrard, and
Lampard.
Who was the other one? Lampard?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think why is Red Armchair. Lineker is famous for never having gotten a yellow card in his career. Or a red card. He's famous for that. I mean, there must be a reason for this. So who's a bit choppy? Like David Batty is very red cardy, so I'm going to assume that he's famous for. But I don't remember Stevie ever get. I don't remember any of them guys ever getting sent off for England. I don't know, Batty.
No, Bonkers got it. Frankie, Fat Frank, in 106 caps, he never received a red card for England.
Yeah, like that's it. I don't remember any of those guys ever. I don't remember Stevie ever getting sent off. Right? Not like I watched them all, but I mean he's a Liverpool player, so I think obviously he did. Batty, like I said, yeah, he's a walking yellow card. Scholes, definitely, yeah. Scholes loved a bad challenge, so I could see that. But
there was a question I wanted to definitely include because it has some great names for some teams. I gotta find it here. But from probably Brian shouldn't be eligible to answer this question because he probably knows it. From which Irish football club did Nottingham Forest sign Roy Keane in 1990?
Yeah, I'll stay out of that. I'll stay out of that.
Was it the Ramblers? Was it Tullamore Town? Was it Cork City or the Bohemians?
I should probably have been allowed to give the. Do you want me to give the Cove Ramblers, right? That's option A. Cove Ramblers, Bohemians. What was the other one you said?
Cork City,
Cork City.
Cork City. Yeah, but the Tula. What was that one?
Tullamore Town.
Oh, Tullamore. Yeah,
Tullamore Town.
Tullamore. Cove Ramblers. Cork City, or yeah. So yeah, I think.
Yep. And Jimmy got it too. Yep. Ian and Jimmy both got the right one.
Yeah, Cove Ramblers.
Yep. How about which of these players has been? Here's one for you, Dara. I know I did. I have starred your question, by the way. I have starred.
What's starred?
Just going through all mine to get mine out of the way. Which of these players?
Your license and registration, is that your question?
No. Which of these players has been capped by England? Alfie Mawson, Nathaniel Chalobah, Ben Gibson, or Mikel Antonio? Which of these players has an English cap?
That's Dara, is it?
Yes, that was the Dara, and into the chat, and to JK too.
Alfie
no,
Mawson.
You can answer that too if you want. You can answer. Anyone can answer it.
So Alfie Mawson, Mikel Antonio, the other two,
Ben Gibson, and Nathaniel Chalobah. Okay. Which one of the four has a cap with England? I missed the question again, Alante. I'll give the question again. Which of these players has been capped by England? Alfie Mawson, Nathaniel Chalobah. Oh, I forgot him too. Alfie Mawson, Mawson, Nathaniel Chalobah, Ben Gibson, or Mikel Antonio.
I'm going Antonio anyway. I think it's Antonio. I think he got one cap.
Antonio.
Ben Gibson.
Antonio.
You
going with Gibson? Mm-hmm. And Dara, you got an answer for this one? I'll wait for you to type it out. Don't worry.
Oh, did he? Oh, Red Archer might be correct there, actually. He does fucking play for Jamaica. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid. So, can I change my answer to Ben Gibson?
I mean, he could have gotten the cap and still played for Jamaica.
True.
But you change it to Gibson. I'll let you change it to Gibson. I'm giving Dara a chance to type out his answer. He said that it's not easy.
JK, you remember when do you remember when Middlesbrough were like really big and they brought in Janino and Emerson and people and Ravanelli and all that? Like, do you remember? Yeah, do you remember the guy that was in charge then? He was like their own version of kind of it's called like an English Abramovich back then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ben Gibson is
Steve Gibson.
Yeah, Steve Gibson.
You and that was Steve Gibson. And
Gibson is his nephew.
You and the chat and
he brought him through.
The panel are all wrong. It is Nathaniel Chalobah. Is the only player
I was going to say Chalobah. Yeah, if my other three answers had been wrong, I would have said Chalobah.
All the other players have been called up by England, but have never played.
Got a game. I see. That's another tricky question. That one.
Tricky question.
There.
I'm sure you probably saw them in an English kit, but they never played.
Oh yeah, I'll never forget the night I saw Alfie Mawson getting called up for England. I mean, we all got around. That was one of those nights you'll never forget.
Yep. Let me make sure I have this one. Which of the following clubs has John Aldridge played for? And the choices are Cambridge United, Oxford United, Arsenal, or QPR.
Easy. I'll leave it to chat. Easy though. It's easy. I'll leave it to the chat.
Red armchair supporters saying Oxford.
Yeah.
Oxford.
Yeah, they've got it.
Yeah,
Everyone's got it.
Everyone's got it. I was just giving them a chance to give a couple other answers.
Yeah. Knowledgeable people in the chat,
I know. I love it. I love it. Oh, here's a fun one for you. And again, I'll wait for your answer, Dara. Don't worry. Which of these England internationals was born in England? Was it Tony Dorigo? Right? Is that how you say it?
Yep.
Owen Hargreaves, Fikayo Tomori, or Fraser Foster, excuse me. Those are the four choices. So Dorigo is
Tony Dorigo. Yeah,
Yes.
Tony Dorigo, a player back in he's like early 90s, isn't he? He's like late 80s, 90s. What was he? QPR, maybe QPR. Kind of, he's lower league type of clubs. Southampton, that type of guy.
And if you could tell me where they were born, I'll give you extra credit.
Well, I know where Hargreaves is born. I'm not giving it. I know
Hargreaves. He might be Welsh by. I don't know if he's Welsh by nationality or not.
But who was the other guy?
Hargreaves was born in Canada.
Tamori
He was born in Canada. That's
yeah,
right.
I knew he was born in Canada. Yeah. Tamori. I mean,
we only got like 5 more minutes of this. Don't worry, guys.
I'm going to assume that it's...
Yeah, I'll put you out of your misery with my trivia questions.
Tony Dorigo. I'm going to say Dorigo is the only one that was born in England.
Okay. JK, you want to take a stab? Dara got it right. And someone else got it right earlier, too, I think. Someone else said it earlier.
Foster.
A Red Armchair supporter said it earlier, too.
Okay.
It is Foster. It is Fraser Foster. He is from Hexham, right?
I mean, I thought it was Tony Dorigo.
Northumberland, but played while. Do you know what team he while he played for England? Do you know what it was his club team?
Oh, he's either at Southampton or Celtic, I'd say. He's probably at Southampton.
Celtic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he made his name at Celtic. Because the name is Fraser Foster, the R is silent, and there's another Craig Foster, and that's a very kind of Scottish sounding name. So everybody, just because he was playing for Celtic, everybody just kind of assumed he was a Scottish goalkeeper. But then he got to move to Southampton, I think. But he's massive. He's like 6'7" or something stupid like that. But so obviously Dorigo, Tomori, I knew Hargreaves is Canadian by birth. So obviously Dorigo was probably born in Italy or something. Tomori, I knew
Dorigo is Australian.
He's Maltese.
Canadian. Tomori is Canadian, and
Tomori is Canadian.
Yep.
So he was okay. I was never
born in Canada.
So Dorigo was born in
Canada. Yes.
So Dorigo is an Australian who was born in Malta, but Nolante was saying he was born in Malta, which would make him Maltese, but obviously Australian parents, so not Italian parents. So Dorigo, I mean, that's just a crazy. He's probably qualified to play for about 27 different countries.
He's probably got a couple of teams.
Born in Malta with some fucking random Italian grandparents and a Greek uncle or something. He can probably play for the lot, man.
All right, here's my last one. Then here's my last one. Wait, there was one that I love the names of the teams. I even made them. Let me double check, make sure I didn't leave that one out. Because I've been skipping around the list, so let me see if I can make sure I did it. What is it? I don't see it. I'll just ask this last one. So the last one I have was and Dara's questions. Dara's questions is the bonus question. Here is your Which of these Italian clubs did Liam Brady not play for in his career? AC Milan, Sampdoria, Inter Milan, or Juventus?
Yeah.
Which one of those four?
Is that to me?
Yeah. Oh, anyone can answer. Anyone.
Oh, Sampdoria.
Okay.
Samp.
Okay, that's your answer. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have one for Liam Brady? But I think he might be on mute. Ian's going Inter. Hopefully Dara gets back for this last one. I know we're gonna need Dara to answer. We're gonna need Dara probably to answer his own to get the answer clarification on his answer for this question. Yeah. Red Armchair is going Milan. Which Milan team though? Red Armchair. There's two of them. Bonkers is
someone says Milan. If someone says Milan.
There's Inter and there's AC.
Milan.
Yeah.
No, but if someone says Milan, they mean AC.
Okay.
So if Red Armchair, if he says Milan, he means AC. He'd say Inter, and just that's how I know he mean. I know what he means. So, yeah, he means AC.
I guess Dara's not going to be able in time for this one. The answer.
He's off busting some Colombian drug dealers or something.
Yeah, right.
He's like,
AC Milan was the answer, by the way.
Did he not play for AC?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he played for AC.
That's the only team out of those four that he hasn't played for. That's the only team. All right, let me ask you. I'll ask Dara. Hopefully, Dara will be asked back for the answer of this one. Who was the oldest player to play for the Republic of Ireland?
Who was the oldest ever player for the Republic of Ireland? I say Packy Bonner. I don't know. Does Dara have an like?
No, I know. I'm gonna have to wait for him for the answer.
Yeah. I mean, Bonner was. It might even be fucking Shay Given, but no. I mean, some of the boys that were old, that were playing back in the day, Brady. I mean, they retired a bit earlier.
Bernie's got some answers. Ian's got an answer.
My first response, my initial response was Packy Bonner, and I would probably stick with Packy Bonner, maybe. Who else is around? Kept going a long time. McGrath was old enough.
Yeah.
Jesus, there won't be much in it.
I think Bernie got it. I think Bernie got it.
Why? Well, who did Bernie say?
She said, was it Jack Henderson or Patrick Gallagher? It's one of the both of them are.
Oh well, I've never heard these.
Close.
I don't know. Yeah.
But I think we have to wait for Dara for confirmation on this one. But I think it's Patrick Gallagher.
Well, I've never heard either of those, so yeah. I'm assuming
Jack Henderson was a goalkeeper. I'm surprised it wasn't the.
I don't know.
It wasn't like that's because Jack Henderson's from 1885.
I mean,
and Patrick Gallagher's from 1931.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure Darren knew that. He's obviously heard it somewhere, and he's trying to throw it in there because he knowing that I won't know that. So yeah, whatever.
How about this then? How about who is in?
All right, JK.
The date that he became the not one of the oldest players, because he's definitely one of the oldest players. What player? It was 2016 was the year that he accomplished this mark. what was the name of the Irish player that joined the 40 club, the 40-year-old club? Because all those players, the guy Gallagher and Henderson, were 40 years old when they were
played for Ireland at the age of 40
Yeah,
in 2016.
he was 40 years old in 2016, and he played for Ireland. Yes, played for the Republic of Ireland, and I can tell you the game too. Yes. Bonkers got it.
That'd have to be Shay Given.
Yep. Boom.
Is it? Yeah. I mean, 40.
He's 40 years old, 1 month,
yeah.
11 days. 1 month.
Yeah, just as an outfield, player. I was just thinking 2016. Yeah, he was still just about around then.
He's the only player that was like in the 2000s. In like, if you look at oldest players on there, he's like the one.
So Alisson can get another 3-year extension to his contract.
Yeah, Alisson could have 8 more years left in him.
Yeah, man, because his fitness, he's going to be fitter than him. You know what I mean? Shane Given. So.
Can you name? How about this? Can you name? I'll give you this then. Can you name the youngest player to play for Ireland?
Like ever play for us?
To ever play for the Republic of Ireland?
Ever, like all the way back to the 1890s type shit.
Yeah. How about if you want someone more recent? Give me the youngest player in the 2000s, like
since the Premier League,
since the 2000s.
No, give me since 92. No, I'll take 92. I'll take a 92.
92.
I'll take a Premier League era. I'll take a 92. It doesn't have to just be the 2000s.
Oh well, I already gave you that one. That one's not that hard because we already said Rob. That's Robbie Keane.
Oh, with Robbie, yeah, we did earlier on, yeah. So the youngest. Okay, so the youngest since Robbie Keane.
Yes.
Basically.
Who's the youngest player since Robbie Keane?
There's a lot of randomers in there, man.
Declan Rice.
Surprise. And a good shout would
Jack Grealish. Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
So it wasn't Declan Rice then, no?
No.
Okay. Since 2000. Youngest player, Ireland.
Callaghan.
Nope.
Damien Duff.
Nope.
Yeah, go on, tell me. I don't know.
Name. There's two. I'll give you two of them. You can say one or the other. How about that? There's 2 names on here. One of them you should get. Yeah. One of them you should get. Who is the question is, Dara? You can answer if you know. The question is, since Robbie Keane, can you name the youngest player
ever play
for Republic of Ireland? And if you can name the second youngest player to ever play for Ireland, I'll give you mad props.
Are we getting options? You said you were going to give us options that we're going to.
Ferguson, maybe.
Yeah, those are the 2. Yeah, that's one.
Which options?
That's one.
Ferguson.
That's one.
Ferguson is one of them. That's why. I was like surprised. I was like, you should get it because like Ferguson is.
Okay, so what's the other option?
He's younger. The other player played in 2019.
But what's his name? Can we just get 2 out? So it's Ferguson or.
Yeah.
Ferguson played in 2022.
Yeah, but what's the other player's name?
18 years old, 29 years. This guy is. You want me to tell you like where he played on the field or something? Is that what you want me to do?
No, you want me to tell me the name. I haven't heard a name.
I don't have options. I don't have options.
You said you're going to. Oh, you said I'll give you 2 names.
Oh, I just meant options. As in, you could say you could say Ferguson or this other player.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what.
Right. Okay. I was just sitting there the whole time waiting for. Yeah, who's the other guy?
Yeah.
So Ferguson or some other guy. I mean,
Ferguson was 18 years old. This player was 17 years old when he made his Republic of Ireland.
Oh, it was the other guy then.
Yeah, this is
the other guy. I'm going for the other guy, whatever his name is. That's my guess. It's the other guy. It's not
the other guy. Okay, that's the other guy.
Doherty,
Aaron Connolly, Coleman, Steve Staunton, Bernie Stokes sticking with Coleman. None of those answers are correct.
Okay.
Adamida.
How about I'll tell you, this particular player played in a game where Ireland won. Ireland, it was 2019. They won the game, and the game was against. Yeah, of course. And the game was against New Zealand.
Smacked them up, Kiwi bitches.
He might have even scored, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, we always take care of the Kiwis. Don't worry.
No, I'll tell you with the shout.
Oh, that kid at fucking Tottenham, isn't it? Yeah. What's his name? Well, he was at Tottenham.
Troy Parrott, right?
Yeah, he's one of those.
Parrott?
No, Parrot. It is.
Parrot.
It's just like the bird. Yeah, just like the bird.
It's got It's got two T's in it. That's why.
But it's pronounced like the bird. Yeah, no, don't. Yeah, you can just go straight Parrot on it. Yeah, he was the next whatever.
Next big thing.
Yeah, another one of those young strikers that are always like out there. Like he was Ferguson before Ferguson.
Yeah.
The next Robbie Keane kind of type, because he was at Spurs. You know, he was at a top club, highly rated. But yeah, hasn't really done much. Hasn't really. I've seen him in a few squads under Pochettino, maybe even gone that far back. But he's always on their squad list whenever their squad list comes out. I don't know about this year. I think he might have left, but decent. I don't know, just a decent kind of. We're talking about Bamford earlier on.
Yeah,
it reminds me of one of those kind of a guy who's probably going to have a half decent career in the Premier League / Championship, play for a promoted club, maybe have a good year once or twice. Seems like that kind of guy. But yeah, that's a good shout. I think he was
fun
very
questions.
Young. Cap him though. Cap him. That's what you got to do. Cap these guys early, so they can't fuck off. You know.
Yeah. He's asking? Bernie's asking. Was he related to John?
John Part, famous snooker player, also a Liverpoolian.
Okay. Those are pretty much all of the questions that I had. I think there were some other ones, but they will have to wait till next time. We'll have to wait till next time. Definitely.
He wasn't the youngest, apparently. Oh, I don't know.
Who's that?
I don't know. Dara's telling you that there now. I don't know.
Oh, he's talking because we already gave the youngest player. And we're trying to say we were saying the youngest player since Robbie Keane. So
yeah,
that was the
because
we already knew like the youngest player was like from like 1800 and 1883 or something like that. I forget what it was. Or something like it was something that not many people are going to be like, oh, that's on the tip of my tongue. You know.
Yeah, but to be honest, like I don't know if that was a question. I mean, without wanting to get really pedantic about it, we've only been a country since, relatively recently, since the 1920s.
Mm-hmm.
So it really should only start kind of then. Yeah, that's when the Republic of Ireland became the country that we are now. So, that 1890s shit is a bit weird. I mean, I'm not sure who we were playing back then. Like, but football back then, we weren't. I mean, can you imagine what it was like playing football in the 1890s?
Yeah,
that was like Jesus. Over here as well. So maybe like somebody with a field and some posts, and so we'll go and kick a ball around, and then we're off to the World Cup versus England or something. Obviously not that far back, but a very, very different world back then.
Very different world. Very different world. But yeah, I was gonna give one to JK for fun here. Let me see if I can get one for you, JK. Probably won't know the youngest German player of all time. So that was like 19.
JK's our honorary German here.
But
post-war is a great way of doing football. Is post-war, which means after 1945. That's a good way of doing it.
You still wouldn't. I doubt he would know that one.
Everything
That
before that. But even if you include the stuff that comes before that, it's like holy hell. But
I mean, can you name the youngest player since 1945 to play for?
Of course he can, man. He's Jake.
For Germany. Yeah.
I'm going with Podolski, bro.
No, plays for Germany. Plays for
Germany. For Germany.
Yeah. Oh, at the moment, you mean?
How about no? Who's the youngest? Yeah. Youngest player. The youngest player was 1908. The second youngest player was 1910. The third youngest player was 1954, which is post 1945, as Brian was saying.
Mm-hmm.
So this player was 17 years old when he debuted for Germany, and he was center forward.
Oh, center forward. Was it Gutmuller? No, but you.
That's 1954. That's a long time ago.
Okay.
How about the number 4 was a player that you would know.
Well, he was going big on Podolski. You were talking big.
I know. He kept going Podolski. It's not Podolski.
No, was he in like a top?
I was going to say this player is the 4th youngest player. Can you name the 4th youngest player or the youngest player since 2000? How about that? Name the youngest player since 2000. It's just in the 21st century.
Let's go with that.
Musiala is number 6.
Okay. I would have said Mario Götze.
Yeah. I can tell you a hint is that he has dual national dual citizenship or dual
dual citizenship. Yeah.
So it's not Götze.
American?
Nope. He could also play for. I think he does play for Germany, obviously, but he could also play for Cameroon.
I mean, obviously, so it's not Götze, no? Obviously, no.
Nope.
Germany, Cameroon. Well, that's fucking.
Yep. He plays for Germany, but he could have played for Cameroon.
Rudiger?
No.
Ta?
This player was a player that we were linked. Liverpool was linked to this player too.
Ta? No.
Nope.
Oh, it's got to be Sane then, isn't it? Back in the days.
Nope. Not Rudiger. Nope. I thought people would know this one. Oh. Because this is a player that we were linked with.
Current?
He's a current player. He's 17.
They're current players.
Yeah, he's only 19 years old now. He's about to turn. I think he's about to turn 19.
Oh, okay.
No. Actually, on November 22nd, he was 17 years, 11 months, and 27 days. So he.
That guy from Dortmund. What's his name? Begins with M.
Yep. You're hot. You're
Moukoko.
Yep. Boom, boom, boom on the nose. Look at you guys.
Is he? I didn't realize he was. I knew he was injured. I thought he actually played for what you're saying, Cameroon.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was. I didn't realize he was German international.
How about? Can you name the oldest player to ever play for Germany? And this is since
Lothar Matthäus.
Yes. Boom. There you go. 39 years old.
Yeah, and he was still good.
Yeah. I'll give you who's it for those in the chat real quick since we're having fun. We're over the 3-hour mark. I'm going to end this pretty soon here because we're going way over time. But it's having fun looking at some of these names here. Who was the youngest English player of all time to have a English to play for England? Who is the youngest English player of all time to play for England?
Like all time, or like post-war to like 18.
Yeah, it could be. All time, not post-war. Not it could be 1880 ever. It could be 1850.
Rooney's a shout. Rooney and Walcott, they're shouts. Because you didn't get picked that young back in the day.
Yeah.
So I think it's probably a more modern footballer. I think Walcott might be the shout.
Owen.
I think. Yeah,
Michael Owen is number 8. He's 8 on the list.
Who gets in quicker, Rooney or
You guys,
Walcott?
you already got the answer, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, is it Walcott?
It is Theo Walcott.
Yeah,
17 years, 2 months, and 14 days.
Yeah.
Wayne Rooney was a shout though. He was.
Oh,
17
Rooney's not
years.
far off at all. Rooney's
He's
within
number
days
2.
of Walcott. Yeah, he's within days of Walcott.
And I'll tell you this: the number 3 player on this list currently plays with the team, with the English team. Can you name him? Number 3 on the number 3 youngest player to ever play for England is currently a member of the national team.
Saka.
Nope. Nolante. Nope. Need to guess Saka too. This one's interesting. Bernie with a shout. There you go, Bernie.
Oh, Jude.
For the boys,
Jude
how's done?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, he's only
17 years, 4 months, and 14 days is when Jude Bellingham made his debut in November 12th, 2020 in an England win over, guess who?
Bellingham made his debut 4 years ago.
Yep.
Jesus.
Can you tell me the team that he made his debut against?
No, but that's insane. He made his debut 4 years ago.
Yep.
Wow. That is crazy. That is crazy, man.
I'll tell you what's crazy. Yeah. Do you know Jude Bellingham could have played for Ireland? Did you say that earlier?
No, he wasn't one on my list. No, but like I said, I wouldn't be at all surprised if there's a grandmother in there somewhere.
Yeah. Jude Bellingham could be a Irish national if he wanted to.
Harry Kane, Bellingham.
He's got his nationality is England and Ireland.
Yeah. Yeah, I think his dad's. Oh God, I think is it his dad's Mark Bellingham, and then it like I said, man. Like I said, they're only like 2 degrees of separation away from an Irish passport. Most of these boys.
Oh, there's so many.
Yeah.
It's incredible how many players are dual nationals when it comes to UK or to England, I should say. Excuse me. I'm just looking at this list, looking at the older years, different story. But I mean, when you look at some of the names on here,
it's very rare now to see somebody just has one nationality.
Yeah.
Very, very rare.
Yep.
Most people now could pick and choose.
Can anyone tell me the game that he made his debut in, please?
Oh, I think Nolante had a shout there.
Oh, Nolante, Germany? No, that is incorrect.
Bellingham, England debut.
Yes.
Don't know.
It was November 12th, 2020. November 12th, 2020. I know if you can, that way you can just Google it and probably find out too. But
San Marino.
France? No. San Marino? No.
Italy?
No. Oh, you guys are letting me down on this one.
Poland.
Mm-hmm.
Who do England always play? They always get Holland, France. Yeah, Norway's a good shot. They always get the same people. Competitive game.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't. Put us out of our misery.
It was Ireland.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I should have. Yeah, why didn't I just guess it for a guess?
Yeah, come on. That was the reason why I was saying. I was hoping you guys would get it. It was Ireland. They won.
I still can't believe he's making his debut 4 years ago. He seems like such a recent phenomenon. Mm-hmm. And even when you think about it, it makes sense. You know, he's been at Borussia for a long time. Or since, a long time. Already.
He named the oldest English player. The oldest English player to ever play for England.
Oh, Gordon Banks. Is it Gordon Banks?
No.
Oh, someone took his record. He was pretty old when he played there. There was some got all the way up to like nearly 40 with England.
This player is not, I'll give you this hint. This player is not a goalkeeper.
I mean, is it like Stanley Matthews was playing until he was like 50?
Yep. It is. So Stanley Matthews.
Yeah, Stanley Matthews, yeah.
So Stanley Matthews played for England in 1957. When he did, he was 42 years old, 3 months and 13 days.
Yeah, he played for another 7 years at club level.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, he's a right winger. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Exactly. That guy was a freak. There's somebody needs to dig him up, and like he was like
Do some research on him.
Yeah. No, he was a vegan. Stanley Matthews was a vegan
Oh,
in
back
England
when.
in the
Oh, wow.
1950s when the word vegan didn't exist.
Yeah.
It just wasn't a thing. He just knew I won't eat anything that it comes from an animal. It just there wasn't such thing as veganism, but
Yep.
that was his diet.
Yeah.
He was doing fitness shit at the age of 42 that would just, I mean, it was completely insane what that guy was doing. Played until the age of like 49 at the highest level. Pele called him, Pele said about Stanley Matthews taught, I'm not, this is the right quote. He says, Stanley Matthews taught the world how to play football. Pele said that. About 40.
That's high praise. That's very high praise. That's high praise. I mean,
yeah,
it's very high
from
praise.
fucking Pele.
You know what's really crazy is that Pepe could have played for Brazil, but he chose to play for Portugal. Like, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, look at Diego Costa. Diego Costa switched. Diego Costa played for both.
Yeah.
Like, he was crazy. He was like, I don't care, man. I'm going to do this now.
Do this. Why not? Yeah.
Like, that's what you look at passports, the deco. Yeah, like the Portuguese Brazilian thing. It's like, it's tight.
I wish I had Marion in the chat here. I would ask Marion if she knew this one. Who's the oldest player to ever play for Brazil?
Oh, there's a lot of old players. Oh, Christ. Okay. Oldest player ever to play for Brazil.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys played into their late 30s for them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn. Roberto Carlos?
No. That's a good shout. I think Roberto Carlos is probably... He was old, but I don't think I don't know. Surprisingly, he's not in the top 25.
Oh, Christ. Top 25. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Cafu was there.
That guy was crazy.
They brought back a lot of people.
Remember Jairzinho? How you pronounce his name? Jairzinho, I think his name pronounced. Remember that guy?
Jairzinho.
Yes. Jairzinho.
Yeah, Jairzinho.
1982.
Well, even that's not how the Brazilians pronounce it.
I'm sure I'm pronouncing it. I know, I'm just not doing any.
Yeah, but the way Portuguese people pronounce the way they pronounce shit is crazy. They have this haji. It's all this ha. It's a they go really deep into these.
So far, no one in the chat's gotten the right answer, by the way.
The oldest player to play for Brazil.
Yeah, he was a crazy player. He played, Jorginho played till 37. He made or not, he probably played for
Dunga.
37. No.
Was it Zico? No, it wasn't Zico. Zico didn't.
No. I think this player actually did play for, he did play for, so. I was maybe what I was about to say might have given it away. I thought it was going to be Pele, to be honest with you, because I thought Pele's the youngest player to play for Brazil is Pele. I thought he did maybe a unique thing where he was like the youngest and the oldest.
No, he went like
Conquer's got it finally.
Dani Alves. How long did he go? How late did he
made a
39
debut in.
No, but you said oldest, so I'm saying 39. How old was he when he was?
Yeah, he's 39 years old. He was 39 years old.
I would have guessed it. Nobody got that 40.
Yeah.
I would feel 39 is good. Yeah, I wouldn't say Carlos is probably 36 maybe. Oh, last game for Brazil might even be 33.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's good. Yeah, no. Dani Alves kept going and going and going and going and
he
going.
did. He did.
And then everybody thought, oh, now he's finished. And then he went back to Brazil and got recalled and kept going and going and going. I mean, a lot of those boys, when they go back to Brazil, they actually work out. They work their way back into teams and stuff.
Oh yeah, you know, another player on that list. He's number 3 on this list. Because I don't think you'll get the number 2 on this list. He was like from 1968. A hell of a player though. Number 3 though is another incredible player. He was a really, really talented player. Center forward for Brazil. He's number 3 on this list. 2005 was the date that he played.
What's his name?
Romario.
Oh yeah, Romario was fun. Jesus Christ, man! Romario is a legend.
Absolute legend. 39 years old.
Romario went beyond
29 days.
He went back to Vasco when he was around 39 and scored close to 40 in a season at the age of around 40, 38, 39. Romario is one of the greatest strikers of all time.
Absolutely.
Of all time.
Absolutely.
His numbers, he scored close to 1,000. The only player.
I think it's because he's in that like R9, like he's also so close to that R9 like era where sometimes people overlook his greatness.
Dude. You got to look at Romario.
Incredible of a player.
Barcelona.
Incredible player.
Yeah, he like when they had Romario and Bebeto.
Oh
when
yeah,
the baby rocking celebration. I mean, Romario is probably one of the most. I don't think he's underrated, but overlooked players of all time because his goals are up there. His ability to score goals in different scenarios, in different positions, in different ways, absolutely incredible. He's an outlier, and then he goes back to Brazil at 38, 39, 40. He goes, I'll just be one of the best players in the league. I think he won the best player in Brazil, whatever they call that award, best player in Brazil award, when he was 39, and then he just retired. Oh man, what a player!
I wonder if Messi is going to get. Do you think that Messi will become the oldest player for Argentina? He's number 5 on the list right now. He
retires on a fucking stroke. DACA. He's retired from Argentina twice already.
Yeah, that's 5th on the list.
Messi. Yeah, he's already quit international football twice.
But already. He's like 7 months from 4. He's 7 months from number 4. He's 11 months from. He's like basically a year from number 2. Number 1, different story. Number 1 is like some guy from 1958 that was 39 years old in 8 months. So that'll be a tough one to do.
Is it Andrade or is it?
No,
it's not Andrade.
No.
He played
Angel.
Angel
Labruna. Labrana.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. No, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But yeah.
I would have thought with him, World Cup won, done, retire. I would have thought that's what it was with Messi. But if you get, maybe he's looking around going, I'm fit, my legs don't hurt, I can still run, I'm still good.
I know,
why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Why the fuck not? I think Zanetti would be your massive.
Zanetti was number 3. He's number 3.
He would be your appearance maker.
Yeah, he's number 3. He's 37 years old, 11 months.
If you want to go for appearances, Zanetti is always a good guy. It's like who made the most appearances yet, Zanetti is always a really good shout because he played about 7,000 games. Yeah. Like he played for Inter Milan, Javier Zanetti. This is for about 12 years. Never got injured. Played about 50 games a season. Guy was crazy, absolutely crazy.
Yeah,
one of the best players of all time. Never gets sold to it. Javier Zanetti.
Yeah, definitely. I'll tell you, Argentina, the youngest player to ever play for Argentina is an easy guess.
Oh, some bloke called Messi, is it?
No.
Oh, is it Maradona?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Messi is 8th on the list. He was 18 years old. Diego Maradona. Can you guess how old he was when he started for Argentina? Just to show you how great this player was.
15.
He was 16 years old.
15.
16 years old in 3 months.
There was a load of messed up shit though that was going on at the time with that. Oh yeah, guess what? In Argentina in the 70s. Yeah.
Yeah. 1977.
Yeah,
Yep, 1977.
Yeah, very, very. That was that whole time when the World Cup in Argentina, and basically like in a military dictatorship. Well, they call it military hunt or whatever that means.
Mm-hmm.
But players weren't allowed to go somewhere unless, like, the military government said, "Okay, you can go there because that would be good for the country."
Mm-hmm. It's like very much like Cuba almost.
Yeah, really, really full on kind of weird stuff. But yeah, Maradona got out of it, went to Barcelona. But yeah, it's the modern day kind of what's the closest thing to that at the moment? The guy I want to take a look at, that guy Endrick at Real Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
Someone like him comes out. He's, someone like that. Good to see. But they go straight to Real Madrid now. 2 years down the line after signing for 50 million quid as a 12-year-old. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll tell you this much. If you are part of this channel, if you tune into this channel, one thing you definitely have to admit is that you will all, one way or another, you will end up smarter when you leave the channel. You will definitely end up smarter when you leave the channel. And it's probably because you're smart already, because you guys had some answers that I was not expecting to be answered in the chat, and that shows a lot of brilliance on your own part. Brian,
yeah, we got good people.
Mark, great watch along.
Yeah. Look, I said,
yeah.
no,
unfortunately,
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine.
I was rooting for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's going to be. In 30 minutes. There's going to my U.S. men's national team. Even though it's probably not a game worth doing a watch along, so I'm not going to do a watch along for it. But it is only because they're playing like their B squad, and a mix of the C squad is getting called up for this game against Canada. So I think I'll probably just watch it from the couch. What is it that you would like to say to the people before we let them go? Hopefully JK can come back on and give a proper goodbye. Okay, cool. He's back.
Yeah, guys. Enjoy this last week before the Premier League gets underway again.
Yeah.
People are a bit more chilled.
I'll figure out. We'll have to figure out we'll have to do like a random draw of. There's a random picker thing on internet that you can put like choices. I'll make a click or make a wheel, and we'll have to pick our continents, because we're gonna definitely do this Continental Cup. I think that's a great idea, actually.
That's a good idea. Or should we just pick our own continent, the one that we?
Yeah, I want Africa.
I know.
I want Europe.
Of course.
You want Asia?
I'm not picking an easy one.
Is it like, yeah, I know. Do you want to be the coach with them too or something? Like, yeah, I know.
No, I mean, I want to pick the African one because that'd be interesting.
Okay. So
I could go for the easy win and say, I want South America, or I want, Europe. JK wants Europe. I mean, I'll take Africa.
Nolante, you're involved in this too. I don't know if Nolante was a part of the show when we brought it up, but we were saying we automatically, of course, we included you in on this picks. So
he probably wants South America, but
Yeah, but you said you said you take Oceania like as the hit because someone has to take it. Yeah, that's what I said. Someone has to take the shit bag, So you're the host, so you may as well take the,
He was getting excited for 3.
Yeah, you're going to look at Jesus, So I'll give
Lee's going to take. I'll give Lee North America.
North America. Okay, so who gets South America?
I thought we were going to give Nolante South America.
Okay, we'll give Nolante South America. I have Africa.
You have Africa.
JK has Europe. You have Oceania.
I'm not
Nolante,
taking Oceania.
you
We
are
can leave
taking
Oceania for
Oceania.
the chat. How about that?
Okay,
can leave-
you can have Asia then. Okay, you can have Asia.
That way, like there's more people in the chat, so they'd be probably easier to get a team together for Oceania.
Yeah, but so you can have Asia.
I offer to do Asia.
Yeah, you can have Asia, so you can have Kubo and all that, right? Okay.
Yeah, so I can get my Kubo.
Okay, so,
I can put Endo in my list.
And who else do we need then? So we need a North America.
We're doing
America.
It's current players too, by the way, people. Yeah. That's what we're gonna be doing. Current players, not all. We could do an all time at some point. Yeah, that'd be interesting too. But we're just doing current players, not
who does Lee have at the moment?
Lee has North America.
Yeah, we're giving Lee North America. Yeah, no, that's unfair. Actually, no. We should give Lee.
Why is it unfair? There's a lot of good North American players, dude. You'd be surprised. North America.
Yeah, I know, but
North America is like he could pick.
I know, but I just mean it's unfair on Lee to ask him
to know about
all those players. I mean, Lee would be better off knowing about European players. So what I think we should do is we should take JK's European and give that to Lee, and give JK a really, really hard one. Like,
look at him! I know.
Antarctica, yeah.
Brian's feeling a bit. He knew I won the Anfield Cup last year.
Yeah. We got to handicap Lee. We got to handicap JK a little bit. We got to give Lee a hand now here. Come on. Okay, no.
JK, we'll say Harry Cole for the all-time Continental Cup selection, but for right now, we're only going to do like the Continental. We'll do like just the players currently playing.
Yeah. Okay. We'll work it out. But JK, you're not getting it the easy way out with the Europeans. Don't think I didn't see you doing that one. Don't think I didn't see you.
You wanted Africa. I said, give it him.
I'm taking Africa
to
make
cool with everyone.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it hard for myself, you know. But no, Africa. When you look at it, it sounds like but look at my team.
I know.
Okay,
Nolante is in. You're going. Lante, you get to do South America. I mean, like that's going to be incredible. That's going to be an incredible team.
Okay, we're good.
You just got to pick. You got to make sure that you pick Nunez as your striker. That's all. Nunez. I'm joking. All right, people. We're going to be heading off now. Allowing for you to go to your final destinations, wherever that might be.
You are Red Armchair. You're getting the former Ottoman Empire.
You can get the Ottoman
you can have that one. Yeah, you can come up with your own little team for that one. Yeah, you do it.
I'm waiting for that one. Big up Jimmy. Big up to Bernie. Big up to Red Armchair supporter. Big up Nolante, of course. Ian. Dara that was in here earlier, Bonkers. I think some other names that were in the chat up top. Cedric. John Conway from the Gate, obviously. Mm-hmm. Big up to Edward, and there were a lot of people that were in and out of the chat, and was definitely appreciative of you guys showing love, stopping in, saying hello, tipping the cap, you know. Who else was it? MK Toe was here, right? Lee Wizkid was here. Philip was here. Yeah, a lot of good names. Realism Jared was here. But yes, if you guys get the opportunity, please do join us again tomorrow. I'm not certain if we're going to do the Continental Cup for tomorrow, but we will do it. We'll do it before, obviously. Yeah, we'll do it at some point this week. This upcoming week, we'll have a Continental Cup involved in it at some point. So, all right, guys. Other than that, I would like to say, JK, do you want to say anything to the people before we let them go?
No, peace. Have a good evening.
Okay, just double check too. Irish, any last words before you want?
Yeah, see you all tomorrow.
Absolutely, Brian.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Oh, and big up to Richard too. Richard has some good questions. I don't think I said Richard's name. Richard and Hydor both had some good questions, and Yusef has some good questions early. And I don't know. I think Kenny's from Heaven might be a burner account for somebody, but he was here. Doug was here as well.
Oh yeah, Doug was in earlier. Yeah.
Yep.
All these boys are from Frank's channel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yusef.
Callum was here. Yeah, definitely some good names in the chat. Appreciate you all. And hopefully you'll join us tomorrow. We'll have a good show lined up for you tomorrow. Think of something cool. I don't know if there's any big games tomorrow, but if there is, we'll keep them in the back. If they're going on while we're during the game, keep up the updates for you. But we'll come up with something tomorrow to talk about for sure. And I hope that you're with us to join us to engage in that conversation. So until then, as always, as the screen says, up the Reds, people, up the Reds always. And I appreciate each and every one of you. And we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. All right, take care, guys.